And we're starting. There's the Slack Pack logo. That means the movie is officially beginning. Hi, I'm Pete Bune. I'm the director and co-writer of Freaks, Nerds, and Romantics.
And I am Jacob Stebel. I am the co-writer and producer, one of the producers of Freaks, Nerds, and Romantics.
And
tell me about this shot, Pete.
Yeah, we shot this at Josh Casuccio's. That's Josh who plays Path. That's his record player. And yeah, the actual record is Television.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's the band Television, and but the music playing now that's original music written by Paul T. Lano, the composer of Freaks Nerds.
Yes, and one of the inspirations for the film story.
Yeah,
and one of the inspirations for one major character and a couple minor characters. So, big credit to Paul Lano, who may walk in on the middle of this commentary at some point.
We're at my apartment in Brooklyn now. 5 years later, after this movie was completed.
Yes. Pete lives with Paul. It's awesome. Yeah. It's a not a Bert and Ernie weird thing. It's you guys are just roommates.
So we're looking at all these flyers now. These flyers were all like Josh's old.
Yes, they belong to Josh Casuccio. He had this treasure trove. He goes, "These are really important to me." And we scanned them, and then we put them up in my sister's room for a deleted scene.
This one is actually that's a now spit flyer, which is an original flyer.
Yeah, some of these are fake.
Yeah, some of them are fake. We just inserted con.spire in there, and
I made a fake one that's in here.
But this is moving really fast right now.
It is. These are real venues on Long Island that disappeared.
And there's Jamie. That's Jamie. He plays Lucy. But this opening was tagged on like after the movie was almost complete. It was edited by Brian Norby, and all the art stuff here was done by Angelo Blanda.
Yeah.
And Josh. But here we go. Kick it in. That's Mike. That's an actual band photo from when 48 in the Basement, who the movie's kind of based on. A lot of this stuff is from when they were on tour, like in the early 2000s.
Some of it, though, is from the Backup Plan's tour footage that we inserted in there. So big props to the Backup Plan, who became, many members became This Is Hell. Mm-hmm. Tell me about this spray paint shot, Pete.
Yeah.
We just got arrested for that.
We didn't almost get arrested. Like that's Henry Quindera, and me and Henry, we climbed on top of the Macy's.
It was then Stearns, right?
No, it was always
Macy's.
Macy's. Yeah, and Macy's and Comac. And we got up there like at 4 a.m. We waited till daylight because we couldn't see, and we just spray painted that, and then we just sat on top of it, and that lasted for like a year.
Yeah, it was.
You
cool
could see that from Jericho Turnpike.
Awesome.
Which is a major road in Long Island. If you're listening to this and you have no idea
Route 25,
where Long Island is, and
this is from Cancer Sucks, right?
Yeah, a lot of the footage is from a show that was called Cancer Sucks, which is a benefit against cancer, obviously not supporting cancer.
Yes, yeah. We're not that evil on Long Island.
I love these intros, these title cards. I decided to use like the names of the characters to introduce the movie because these are all unknown, inexperienced actors. So you wouldn't even care if Mike Kostick played Dean Bishop. So this is almost like an introduction to the characters, except Jim Shear. You might know who he is, but
And we got this idea from we were watching City of God one night in 2003, and they did that. We were like, we should do that for Freaks, Nerds, Romantics. Yes. So, yes, producers of City of God, you speak Portuguese, but in case you...
And all these art title cards are done by Angelo Blanda.
And edited by Maxwell Santoro, of course.
Yep.
And look at that's us.
That's me. And you, Jake.
You're trying to wonder how to spell our names, that's how you do it.
And then, and I get the lone ego card right there, directed by...
That's an awesome picture, though.
It is on the infamous LIE that
so,
I find myself writing in
we introduce our main characters here. A lot of voiceover in the first 15 minutes of the film makes me cringe a little bit. That's because we had a much bigger, grander story.
Yeah, Jake and I wrote like a 190-page script.
Yeah. We wrote basically a first season of a TV show instead of a script.
It was like 8 drafts too.
Yeah.
But like after 2 years of shooting, we were like, this is never going to be done. And all the actors are like, we're getting old and we can't sustain our youthful look for this long. So
exactly.
Let's. So Jake and I cut it down, and Jake wrote like a majority of the voiceovers.
Yeah, the film clocks in at an hour and 47 minutes, but it would have been like over 3 hours had we included everything in there. So yeah, let's not make the audience suffer, even though it's some of the best stuff we cut.
Yeah. And then Jamie's character Lucy Merrick There's Henry. Everyone thinks that's me. Can I just... Because
Newsflash, not all Filipinos look alike. Okay?
there are people who think like, oh yeah, you. I like your cameo. I'm like, oh, I'm actually not in the movie.
Your voice makes an appearance, though.
Oh yeah, I'm in the background of a scene.
You're one of the
We'll
jerks.
point it out, but we actually did shoot something with me as a music video director, and I hated it.
Oh god, with you and Scott?
And
Yeah.
everyone was fighting at that time.
It was awful, yeah.
Sean showed up like hungover, but so I cut it out. But like, oh yeah, there's introducing con.spire, and you actually get to see Lucy Merrick talk. But
And they're not driving through heaven. It looks like that. We're actually in a parking lot right now.
yeah, they're not moving. We're at the H. Lee Dennison building, the parking lot in Hop Hog, Long Island.
Okay, at State Building. And we're shaking. It's me
Jake shaking the van, and me moving the camera a little bit.
crazy illusion of motion. Movie magic, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah.
So we hope to give you a little instruction in no-budget filmmaking through this. The mistakes we made, our triumphs.
So this is Mike and Sean, and they play Dean and Scott Flynn, and you're going to be following the majority of the movie. And we're introducing con.spire and freeze frame. Here we go.
That was one of those scenes, by the way, that was much better acted than it was written. I remember I wrote a lot of that scene, and I'm like, they did a much better job. They wrote it.
Where was this shot, Jake?
This was shot at Yak Pack in Midtown Manhattan. Scott Spampanato, who was the original Lucas, this was the office he was working in. His sole office was like, yeah, shoot whatever you want while we work. That was Hitchhiker's Guide, the complete Hitchhiker's Guide that
Jake and I are big fans of.
Douglas Adams, yeah.
So we threw it in there. But I like this because it's a one-shot. I'm a big fan of the one-shot.
It's great. And this is a very depressing scene for me in about 10 seconds.
Why? Oh, yeah.
You
Jake's
see-
in the background.
I have a full head of hair. I mean, you're going to see it over Jim's shoulder. This is Jim Shearer, formerly of MTV2, now of VH1.
Yeah, he's a huge Bouncing Souls fan, and Jamie had a crush on him just watching him on TV.
Crush on him watching
I have a
this.
crush on him too, and she just emailed him and asked him to be in the movie, and he said yeah, and he showed up, and he was awesome. And now he's good friends of ours. It's been like 10 years now. That was
Still so awesome.
yeah. Now he's on VH1. He does a top 20 countdown, and yeah, we see each other every so often. And he's got a kid now named Jax.
It's so cool.
So
He's
there's
a
Jake.
There I am with full head of hair and a
Jake.
beard, and I'm looking at Google Maps.
I remember when you wrote this scene. It was really
Picking
funny.
my nose right there.
You wrote like the gorillas backpacking.
Yeah. Although this was based on something that really happened to you when you were working at the Metro channels.
Yeah, I used to intern at the Metro channels, and my boss there was named Doug Field, and he kind of did the same thing for me, but I turned it down. I told him I wanted to make films, and this was the film that I made instead of
So
working in
basically,
TV.
Basically, the Lucy character arc is your alternate future,
Yeah,
but with
kind
the Y
of.
chromosome because you're a guy.
We actually based Lucy's character, like Jamie's character was very small in the original script.
Yeah.
And she became like the voice of the movie because we had to
Tie everything together.
Tie everything down.
'Cause originally everything flowed so naturally, but again, it would have been a 4-hour movie, 3-4-hour movie.
So there was no voiceover. Lucy was a small character originally.
Just writing this article, just in the background, present. She was our observer, but she wasn't like the narrator.
Yeah.
And she became a narrator. Again, we, after the first 15 minutes of this film, we're able to kind of use her less for those purposes, and it's very organic the way her narration fits in, but this kind of makes me cringe right here. A little bit.
Why?
It just does. I remember the Jamie was having a lot of trouble with this
Oh,
scene.
yeah, she
We
was
originally-
super nervous.
She was super nervous, but we originally wanted to use this dialogue that she's using here.
Joe Strummer had just died, like right when we wrote this scene.
Yeah, 4 months before we wrote this scene.
So I mean, that was like it was like a huge impact on us.
So it was December 2002, and then this was shot March 2003.
Yeah. The majority of this movie is shot in 2003.
Yeah.
Just post production and editing
It was
took the
nightmare.
longest. Yeah.
Trying to figure out the music stuff, which we'll talk about later. So this is the joke that fell flat, because she says I have 2 ideas, and then
Yeah.
the second idea now, I was so proud when I wrote that.
Yeah, and then no one got it.
Yeah. Here we are at the downtown, now Croxley's Ale House in Farmingdale on Main Street, Farmingdale, New York.
This
Long Island.
originally was written and conceived as another one shot. And we did it. We filmed it as a one shot, going through all the characters, a la Boogie Nights, which is like I'm still kind of obsessed with that movie. But this movie, Freaks and Nerds, is actually like
never met somebody
I tried
who tried
to
so
like
hard
I got my
to
a lot of the influences in
someone I ever
the
felt
P.T.
would give me
Anderson
the time of day.
movies, but
On the surface,
there wasn't voiceover before. It didn't cut away.
But one
What was
day,
that?
after
I don't
overhearing
know.
Lucas and I
Oh,
talk
it was the
about
bottle.
music,
Oh my
he
god!
Sorry,
sorry,
folks.
listeners.
albums we've both been looking for. After
Yeah,
that,
this
Ty
was
called
all
my best
one
friend,
shot.
and Lucas fell in love.
Just weaving in out. Like, so you see them talking because there's actual dialogue.
And it was great dialogue. It was pretty funny. I mean, we used some of it.
It's just
We used
slowed
the best
down.
of it.
It was just very slow for the beginning
Part
of the movie.
part of it was this was shot. I mean, the whole movie's supposed to take place in the summer. We shot this in early November.
Everyone's freezing.
Everyone's freezing, but they're acting like they're not. I mean, Jamie's got like you can't see it because it's not HD because HD wasn't affordable back then. But everybody's got like goose flesh, you know.
Yeah, they're all. Everyone was told to wear T-shirts and act like it's the summer. We color corrected it to give it like a yellowish, like a, sunrisey.
I'm so proud of this. This is like,
Feel
Matt
to
Roran's
it.
introduction, the big laugh of the
Everyone
film.
loves him.
Everyone loves. Yeah,
And if
Matt's
you meet
character.
him, you'll most likely love
He's
him.
the same guy. Just now he has wife
He's
and
playing
two kids.
himself.
Can't help but love the guy.
Bam.
He has been in bands since he was 14.
This is- again, he had no idea we were filming him at this
More
point.
about music than anyone I've ever met. Matt keeps the spirit of showmanship alive in the scene.
Well, everything we're saying about Matt here is
It's
completely
true.
It's,
Yeah.
that man should always be in bands. He needs a band right now, so contact that dude. He's a great friend.
Here comes Paf.
There goes Josh Casuccio
Josh
playing
as
Paf.
Paf. P-A-F. Punk as fuck.
That's
if,
right.
if you don't know what Paf stands for, we call him punk as fuck because
We never say that outright in the
we
film.
never
but
say
it's-
it.
We, in earlier drafts we explain it, but it's better that we don't.
I think that's the first time we cursed on the commentary.
Yes.
I said punk as fuck.
And that's something we need to address in this film.
Well,
There are
Jeff,
more-
Jeff Teo actually called it the clerk's disease.
Yes.
First time filmmakers, they tend to do the Kevin Smith thing and just curse.
Yeah.
Curse
Well,
the hell
it's
out
our
of their-
actors. We have very few F-bombs in the script, like 5. And our actors have just like, they just litter it.
Well, we encouraged improv a
Yes,
lot.
absolutely.
And Sean and Mike just took that into like a whole nother level.
F-bombs are Sean's improv juice. And here is our buddy
Holmstrom.
Dan Holmstrom playing Lucas Hansen, our own Jason Schwartzman clone, who did phenomenally well in this film. He was so good.
He shot his scenes and he disappeared. We didn't.
Yeah.
We'll get into
He
that.
showed up at the premiere, though.
He did,
Which was and
So-
we were so happy to see him, and he did a great...
So Danny Holmstrom, who plays Lucas, he was a replacement actor
yeah.
because the original Lucas, Scott,
Yeah, Scott Spampanato.
He-
Daniel Scott Spampanato. which is-
we shot with him for a couple of months and then he moved to Korea.
Yeah. He chased, like, again, he was working at Yak Package where we shot that scene, and then he decided, like, he fell in love with this girl who was living in Korean, actually, and he just, like, he left his job and went to Korea.
And
to
he
follow
left
her.
us.
It didn't work out, but he's not, he's always dating hot women, so.
And when Scott was the Lucas, it was very comedic. It was a more comedic actor.
Scott was,
And then-
yeah, it was hilarious, and he did a great improv, but it wasn't what we wanted. We wanted more of a villain.
Yeah.
Like, Lucas is the Darth Vader of the piece.
Oh, there's Jeff Teo, and this is the backup plan.
There you go,
At the,
Dan Brenner.
performing at the downtown. And yeah.
You'll also
This was
notice-
also supposed to be a one shot too.
You guys will also notice Rick from This Is Hell, or Rick is Hell, in this scene too.
Rick Jimenez.
There he is.
Maybe we shouldn't be talking about so many names because nobody knows who these people are.
These are good people.
But coming up now is our editor's cameo, Max Santoro.
Yes,
there
that's
he is,
Max
the
right there.
bloody pit kid.
The Superman
Yeah.
Pearl, and
Yeah, he edited that. He didn't really get hurt in there. We just put blood on his
the
nose.
best thing though, it was fake blood, and the bouncer thought it was real, and we have this great scene of
That's how he makes his
outtake of just like the bouncer checking on him. And he's like, "It's fake, it's fake, it's fake," and it's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah. We put a show. We put 2 shows together so we could shoot at the downtown with their help, so we could get all these kids just to see these bands. But they gave us permission to shoot around there. So Jake and I we put together the Bouncing Souls show, and we put together the On the Might of Princes show.
Yeah, and we want to thank both.
Oh, there's
Tuna,
our favorite
the head bop right here. You
Tuna,
might wanna rewind this.
yeah.
You found out her name was Tuna years later.
Yeah.
You were dating some girl who knew her.
Yeah, and we kept watching that, and we would
During
say like
editing?
she's our favorite background actress.
Oh, that's a
And she's like, I know who that is. That's Tuna.
like her name.
And
was
then
Tuna,
like, oh my god.
which made it so much better.
Yeah. I every now and then when I go to a show, I look for a tuna.
You do.
Just a girl bopping her head.
Bopping her head in a weird rhythm.
The pit isn't
So,
half
I like this scene. It's weird, but it fits in.
What's amazing is watching this scene, I see so many people in the background who are people I met in real life later.
Yeah.
People I know now.
What can I say? When I was shooting this, I was in the pit, and Jared was holding my back.
Oh, right.
Who the movie's dedicated to.
Oh, Jared Morris.
Jared
Wow.
Morris. He was protecting me from all the kids punching and kicking.
This is dedication to this film to Jared Morris.
To a friend who passed away while we were shooting.
He left the last thing he ever did in his life. He was leaving a Bouncing Soul show in the city at BB King's. He took the train back. He was driving back. It was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And he was hit by a drunk driver and killed in Port Jefferson, New York.
He was such a great kid, and like huge fan of like Slacker TV and of the Bouncing Souls, and he was looking forward to seeing this movie.
Yeah, always there to just give you a hug.
Big smile.
So this is Pike,
Holmstrom.
real drummer for Port 40 in the Basement, brother of Danny Holmstrom, who plays Lucas. We had to reinsert these shots of him drumming later. We shot at the Cinema Arts Center because originally we had to get a replacement drummer. He couldn't make it. He was to the shoot. He was on a cruise with his girlfriend, now wife. So yeah, we shot this.
Okay, so I love seeing Sean in this. Scott play guitar because he really doesn't play guitar. Like Jake was giving him lessons for months.
Yeah, and then like we shot this like after like 6 months of lapsed guitar lessons. Like he'd forgotten everything.
So he's Paul Lano, the composer. He was playing guitar live off stage. So you kind of see Sean looking up and then looking at Paul and trying to follow what he does, which is great.
I also love that Matty Lupinacci, who's playing bass for 40 in the Basement, he's also playing off stage and lives with Mike now. He couldn't resist and had to do his backup vocals.
Yeah.
But you see clearly no one else is singing backup vocals. We actually
this fight here is actual like dialogue stripped from 40 in the Basement fights of
And
Paul yelling at Mike during shows.
And there's like some of the very few ADR that's used in the film. I'm actually playing on bass in Max when we were editing. I'm playing Joe Lies on bass.
Yeah,
right here.
Little subtle
nod to the Bouncing Souls.
Nod to the Souls and to Say Anything.
Yeah.
I like begged for that insert sweaty hand shot.
We got inspired. That sweaty hand shot inspired by seeing One Man Army.
Oh yeah, nice shot that.
Jack Dalrymple from One Man Army at Chrome in New Jersey.
I just thought it was so punk rock.
Oh, it was the most punk rock show I've ever been to in my life.
Chrome.
The place was great. It
in
was
New Jersey, right?
Yeah, it was a show with Madcap, The Explosion, One Man Army.
This movie's moving so fast that I feel like we don't have. We're talking really fast.
We have so many stories. We're gonna have to do two commentaries.
I know.
It was great.
No one's gonna listen to you.
I'm really amazed at how well. Just to pat ourselves on the back.
First 20 minutes move really fast.
Yeah, but how well...
This is slowing down now. A lot of people say this is where it slows down, but I felt it was important to...
See them actually play. They're a really good band.
If the movie's about a band playing,
and
you gotta see them play at least once.
Exactly.
This is the only time you see the band play a full song.
So you can see it's clearly not Pike playing drums.
Yeah,
but
if you look, yeah.
I was going to say the footage matched so well with the lights and everything, which again we shot at Cinema Arts Center. It's a movie theater in Long Island.
Yeah.
So they had to put it out.
And originally we had a whole love subplot where Pike and Lucy
and Matt
get together, and Matt is the ex-girlfriend of Lucy.
Ex-boyfriend, yeah.
Well, he had a sex change. That was another plot.
I feel like we could finally talk now because... No, not about the sex change.
No.
About the movie, because like it's slowing down. The movie finally slows down where we could just relax instead of just rushing through that first 20 minutes.
Yeah. It's like voiceover. We front load you with so much information in these first 20 minutes.
So, like, relax your ear holes.
Yes.
And just, we're just watching them play. Which is, I think was also another reason to put this, them playing. It's just so as a viewer, you could relax. Because the first 20 minutes move so fast with information.
Yeah.
It's not really a movie yet. It's just like, here's your information.
Yeah.
And then take with it what you want. So, that's why I put this scene in there, just so... You're introduced to the music and who they are, and as a viewer, you could just breathe and sit back. But a lot of people have said, like, maybe you should take that out, And I'm like, fuck you, it's my movie.
Yeah, and you have to have this in there, and this is important. You can't just cut to the breaking the stage at the downtown.
Which is another real thing that happened. Mike did that at the That's my bathroom there.
Why do we have Josh's hair being dyed here?
Because Josh dyed his hair black in the middle of production, so we made him dye it blonde again.
Because this is our very first scene we ever shot for Freaks and Romantics right here.
Yeah, the first thing we shot was Josh. This is all ad-lib off the top of his head. We just asked him questions.
Yeah, it was me. I was originally played this character named Putney, and I'm asking him a question. We cut me out. We interspliced Jamie. We shot 4 years later.
Yeah.
Like, asking him questions.
So this is Josh's real bedroom.
Back in Center Reach.
We all, every time he used to have like graffiti all over his bedroom. We used to like, just trash his house.
Yeah,
we used to have real parties like this.
You show up at the house, you have to add graffiti to his room. It's a really punk rock
you only see like a little bit of it. This is Jake's house now.
Yeah, where we shot a lot of the movie. We really
a lot of our friends are in the background. Like, it's cool to see like a lot of people we haven't seen in such a long time during this era of filming.
We're blasting Reggie in the Full Effect here, who gave us permission to use their movies, and Matt is just
music. Yeah,
amazing.
Oh man, allergies.
You want to stop off?
The character of Dean, I kind of base a lot on like me during like it's between me and Mike real life.
Yeah.
And if you know me, you know I have like the worst allergies in the world.
Yeah, I know that, Pete.
So like there's little things like in the beginning of the movie when he talks about, I quit smoking, I quit doing this. Like I do that a lot. I try to quit things, and they only last for like a week or two. Like you'll notice later, like he says he quits smoking, he quits drinking, and then later you see him in the parking lot.
Oh, he starts picking up 2 minutes after he says he quits drinking.
Yeah,
he picks up a beer.
And right here, I mean this stupid thing of him having allergies, that's like constantly me. But like, and then what happens to him like 10 minutes later, like ODing, that actually happened to me too.
Yes, I was there.
But
I wasn't sure you were going to talk about that freely, but we're older now. We're older, confident young men.
But this movie was originally written, like I wrote the first like 3 drafts, and it was a romantic comedy set in the punk rock scene between Dean and Talia. And every like script reading I had, it was just almost embarrassing. I'm like, Jake, there's something here, but you got to help me like make this into an actual thing that's watchable, because like
you're driving to Valley Stream when you were asking me. It was like you were proposing, and I was like, yeah, man, I'll do it.
It's like there's something here, but I don't know. And it turned into not a love story about 2 people, but it turned into a love story about a love letter to the community, the scene.
Absolutely. We used to have
a specific group of friends, a circle of friends.
And a lot of these stories are pretty true. This is my basement, which is a mess and has since been fully renovated.
And I don't know why I lit it super orange. Like, whose basement looks like that? It looks like they're in a bar. I think I lit it to look like a bar, but it's a basement, obviously.
I kind of like the way it looks, though. It's cool.
I think Sean hates what I told him to do to his hair, the Liberty spikes. Mm-hmm. But that's what Josh used to do to his hair. When I first met Josh, Paff, he used to look like that. And so I was like, and Sean was game, but like after like 2 years of having to make his hair look like that, he was just like,
it's like, come on, guys, I'm 40. Sean's not 40. He's close now.
Yeah. Well, when we shot this, he was like 25. Right? 27.
He's older. Yeah, he's like 28.
27.
27, 28. Yeah.
Just be another.
So I love the split screen.
Product of society.
It's more like P.T. Anderson influence, the split screens and the one shots. That's my bedroom that Jamie's in.
See, it's like 2 different places.
Yeah.
There's Jen Rigrod.
No one knows who that is.
She's her name.
You get to see more of Paff's bedroom, all the graffiti there as the shot widens.
I mean, it's all 4 walls, even the ceiling covered.
Yeah, the ceiling was covered. When he moved, he tried to keep pieces of the wall.
Sad.
Fucking people in my basement right now.
Look at that. He's talking about what's happening in the basement.
Oh, wow. It's like it was planned.
Very meta.
This is how I see it. This movement goes in waves.
1
minute, it's fucking huge.
So back in 2003 and 4 when this was shot, I shot a majority of this movie. And Jake and Paff and I, and Jamie even, we were obsessed with 24. So the way it was, a lot of it is filmed is in the documentary style of 24.
Oh yeah, split screen.
The split screen.
All it's missing is the clock, really, and the bing bong.
The bing bong.
Bing bongs.
And the handheld style. That's all because we were obsessed
with Kiefer Sutherland's Jack
24.
Bauer.
So that's another influence of the way the movie looks.
We're writing our drafts together this film while 24 first season was on the air. Mm-hmm. So it's 2002.
All our influences just seep in. It's very obvious.
So from March to June, pretty much 4 or 5 nights a week, from 10 at night to 4 in the morning, we'd be writing after watching 24 together, of course.
Come on, we got radio faces.
Oh, right here, Lucas mentions he has a friend who's a music video director.
That was
supposed to be
you,
me.
Yeah. Nestor Rivero is the name
Nestor
of your character.
Rivera,
Yeah.
and it was hard to act and shoot and direct at the same time, and my performance was very poor.
You're not Warren Beatty yet.
You'll
get there,
cut it out and I taped over it, so you will never, ever, ever see it.
See, that's a shame because we have such great like deleted scenes and alternate takes. And
someday we'll put it on the DVD.
you said you taped over it.
Well, not that scene.
Oh, okay.
But the other extra scenes,
Oh.
like the stuff shot in the
Not
record
you.
store, or we have a lot of stuff that was the original concept when it was a romantic love
Comedy,
story.
yeah. There's a whole other movie that was made like in 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was
we still have
experimental.
that footage, and
It's fun. It's a great crane shot. Originally, Mike's character Dean made out with Talia, and it's like, and the crane like reaches up to the heaven.
I love this.
This was shot in Laura Chicatano's house.
I just
up in
wanted
Mars.
dogs, just dogs attacking Mike.
Well, this was based on Magnolia. If those dogs come here, I'll drop kick those
I'll
dogs.
drop
come
kick-
near me.
oh, yeah. Oh,
That's
my-
what it was based on. Remember this? And this is shot in front of my Cossacks family's house.
We this is all ad lib right here. I just told Jeff and Matt and Sean.
I love what this guy Andrew and Travis in the background. What they're
The
doing in
background
the
acting is hysterical.
They're hilarious. It's so exaggerated, and they're clearly not having a real conversation. The air guitar figuring that was awesome. It's distracting, but it's fine.
Bischoff's been on probation for like a year. Dude,
More F bombs from Scott Flynn.
Matt's costume changes are amazing. He's wearing a
Me first and the Gimme Gimme
shirt with martinis on it.
Yeah.
reputation. You know what's good for reputation?
What else is going on in this? They're
This
just
is
talking.
I wish I could have been at this scene. This is like I think one of the only shoots I wasn't there for. Okay,
This
here's
is more.
what
This is more of me. This is me. This is me at a party. I'm blowing my nose. I'm
Yes.
sick. I go through people.
the part was sick, and the scene needed something, so we added what's about to happen, which I get to make my big cameo.
Was that based on
coming up.
anything?
This
We
part,
just thought it was
no.
funny.
I thought it was funny. I was like, let's put this in. You were like, yeah, let's do it. Actually, usually I'll
we
be
shot.
like,
This is the second time we shot. Because
shot
the
it.
first time we shot this,
yeah.
you hit your head on the Steadicam.
That's right. I gave myself a concussion. Actually,
Yeah. So this is the second time we shot.
that's
it.
me getting full head of hair.
That's Jake puking in Mike's crotch.
No, not literally. It's acting. I'm just a really good actor, but I'm actually a crappy actor. Sorry. We had to do ADR in this because it sounds like I'm laughing because I kind of was laughing into Mike's crotch instead of puking. So that puke sound.
You look like a
was
little
added
kid,
later.
Jake.
I was a little kid. I was adorable and full of hope. This is shot at my house. It's my little sister Meryl in the background.
Get here.
This scene's, I think, in my opinion, is really well acted. That's Meryl's artwork in the background.
Yes, it is.
I just put that there because it needed to look
When
less
she was
boring.
She was in her junior year at Maryland Institute College of Art, and I was like, Meryl, I got to put some of this stuff up. It's so good.
I call this like the My So-Called Life scene. It's just very like it's so overly dramatic.
It is. It's good though. It's
But this
very.
is
One Tree
where
Hill.
this is where Barry Keim, who plays Talia, this is where she's at her best. When,
fuck do you always
you know,
She's such a good dramatic actress.
she's a good dramatic actress. She looks really hot in this scene.
She's a beautiful woman.
And I like every scene that they're in together.
Yeah, electrifying.
Yeah,
She's just making.
they didn't even know each other. Like they literally like would
Met.
meet on these, and then they just had to fight in every scene that they're in.
It's a whole troubled relationship, like
being
built.
ridiculous, okay? And I'm not talking.
This is actually based on nothing. This is original stuff. They're like we don't really know characters.
Yeah, sometimes we're like,
this.
let's like we don't know girls.
Yeah, we don't know.
Let's make up a conversation between like a guy and a girl that we think
Yeah.
might happen if we weren't dateless losers. I'm just kidding. We're studs.
This is another. Putney puked on my dick.
Ugh.
This is when we couldn't help it. Like a lot of the guys who worked on this movie worked on the public access show,
Yeah.
Slacker TV, the Slack Pack. So there's little sketchy things we couldn't help but just do in this movie.
What was the fake puke? What was that made out of? Do you remember? It was like oatmeal and something else?
We chewed up. We chewed up like. We all chewed up like potato chips and and we
okay.
spit into a bowl and poured it on Mike's crotch.
Yeah, and he was such a good
Oh,
sport.
this the fire breathing. We didn't know that Jeff Tiu had that
Oh,
had
that's right,
that talent, and so we just filmed him doing that.
So this was a joke Pete insisted on having in here.
The red sweatpants. I don't know why we wrote this in, but the red sweatpants was I had our costume designer, Dot McGoldrick. Was like, find me bright red sweatpants, and she did, and she showed up with bright red sweatpants.
And they fit Mike perfectly too.
Yes, thank you, Dot. She just found it at a thrift store.
This scene was supposed to be a little bit more Sexy. It wasn't as
Her
sexy.
boyfriend was in the house at the time.
Yeah, it was Dale.
Like we had to tell him we had to tell him what wasn't going on.
Yeah.
Wait, we had to tell him what wasn't going on.
we had to,
Jake
we
had
had to distract him.
Jake had to distract.
I was like, hey,
While
but Evan, they're not together anymore, so it's fine.
While I was shooting
I was
this.
like, hey, buddy, don't look up there. Well,
Oh, see what I did there? Blowjob into his pap slurping.
yes.
That's Henry Condera. That's not me.
And he's introducing a plot point that we never followed through on,
Yeah.
where Sean's character Scott gets with this younger girl who ends up being the little sister of a bully that used to plague him when he was in high school. So it's like his revenge. And this is my mother's room we're about to burst into.
Oh! And then you see what happens later. And there's the bright red sweatpants.
And there's my room, my childhood bedroom.
I got that shot from, like, noir movies.
Yeah. So,
Right here.
Barry is reading Johnny X's comic book, 66,000 Miles Per Hour, which
Yeah.
only had 4 issues, but I loved it. And then he stopped making it.
Just a couple of these
But it's
pink
collector's
pills
item now.
I found in Pat's medicine cabinet.
Pink pills I found in Pabst medicine.
So yeah, if you're a Bouncing Souls fan, Johnny X, it's,
The
Ballad
song,
Johnny X,
Johnny
the
X.
song. So yeah, he
Really
makes
need
comics
to
now,
read
this comic.
What happened with you and Lucas?
So,
I just really.
your room is messy, Jake.
Yeah, well, I hadn't been living there at the time. I was living in the city. I was living in Upper East Side. I'm back in Manhattan now.
Hold on.
It's an original Fight Club poster on my wall since I disappeared. My mom threw it out. And tell me about this scene, Pete, the origins of this scene.
What are they? I forgot. Oh,
Jamie.
Oh, yeah. I don't think she'd like me telling people about this.
Oh, right, actually, because that led to something in my life.
Something happened to Jamie, who plays Lucy, and she was upset. So I really did this. So like we went for a walk around her block, and then she's like, I need just to break stuff. So I drank a case of. It was like
Root beer, right?
Root beer.
Yeah.
It wasn't beer. But yeah, I did this. When you write something, you kind of take stuff from your life. You take the relationships and dialogue and experiences, and you put it in things. And
Lesson 1, kids, write what you know.
write what you know. But when you don't tell people that you're doing that, and they see it on the screen later, they get upset.
Yeah.
Some people got upset, and then my reaction was like, "Fuck you! This is me."
It led to Jamie
doing
being
some-
really upset at my house, and then later on that night, my mom accusing me of being a drug dealer, which is a whole other story. But we'll get to that another time. You can buy me a drink.
No, okay, really. And you know what?
Maybe we should just say the movie characters' names because people don't know.
Yeah,
Mike,
it's Talia and Dean
Talia and Dean.
right here.
I'll get some more.
I love her. Scott just shows up.
Sweatpants, man. I saw them shits from the
I saw them shits
That
from the
gets the
stoop.
big. I love the laughter we get. Like every time we've shown this in a theater, like people like burst out laughing. Doesn't matter if there's like 2 people or like 200 people in the theater.
Up to the bedroom with a couple people, and he busts open the door, right?
So I didn't tell my mother that I'd have a naked Filipino person just.
That's
jumping
not.
on
That's
his-
not my ass.
No, yeah, it's Henry.
That's hilarious, man. Yo, I'm going on a beer run.
Oh my god.
So again, this scene was really important to show that again, what was originally happening in the scene was that Scott's character was getting laid, but also that he had that talk, he got let off some steam, and that he will always forgive Dean. That he will always kind of just they're buddies no matter what, even though he's mad at him for getting him banned from shows. It's all right.
Yeah.
We're a very forgive and forget group of
Friends.
Always happen. And this is very much based in real life, but on 2 different stories.
Yeah. So this happened. Like even this dialogue, I wrote this dialogue verbatim.
Yeah.
I was the one like passing out in the background.
You were Dean.
I was Dean.
Yeah.
Jake was Scott sitting in the front seat, and
Although I was driving, so that's the only.
and
photo
then
you've taken.
my ex-girlfriend at the time, who's her middle name was Talia, who I named
I just
Talia.
got an invite to her wedding yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, this happened for reals. Dialogue and everything. Like even while I was like blacking out, I remember everything that was said that night.
I loved that car. He took it.
Oh, the car reference. That's actually like a thing that happened to Mike, where he
Yeah.
crashed his
Fury.
Fury,
What the fuck are you talking
his
about?
car,
Yo,
and he got his jaw
And
bashed.
you really said this too.
Is fucking hot.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. Saying that Jake's mom is hot, and then that Talia's mom is hot.
Fucking hot, bro.
But what happened was the whole I just took a ton of allergy medicine, and
Then
I
we went
drank
to
a lot.
Applebee's, then we got more beer. Then we
That's such a loser.
then
Such
we
a
had an
loser
illicit
thing.
substance, which may or may
I
not
couldn't
be
do coke or heroin, or I couldn't OD
And
on
that's good.
anything.
That's good. That's a good thing.
I couldn't OD on anything cool. I OD'd on Benadryl. Sorry.
This is great about the real story when you passed out and like we had to get to the ambulance, whatever. Like I was calling, so I'm frantic and I'm calling and I'm like, where? And I call 911. They're like, where are you? I'm like, I'm here. And they're like, well, is there a firehouse with an ambulance right in front of it, right across from where you're looking? I'm like, yeah. I walk over there and it's 3 of my teachers from high school come out. That was horrible. I was like, Jake, were you drinking? I'm like, no, sir.
Yeah, luckily we were right by a firehouse, so they took me to the hospital. Because I stopped breathing.
Yeah, I was literally punching you in the stomach.
I felt it the next day.
I didn't know CPR, but I knew how to punch people in the stomach.
Red sweatpants. There you go. Oh, so the name of the van, that con.spire, we named it the Captain Jesus.
Yes.
That they never say. It was in the script. Mm-hmm. It's in the descriptions of the script of the Captain Jesus pulls into the.
Yes. We had an air freshener, which isn't in this scene, but it says "I love Captain Jesus." I love. Oh, no.
But what we did in a joke for a while was every car scene we would take the air freshener and put it on the so every rearview mirror would have the Captain Jesus air freshener in every scene.
You'll see it on my old car later.
Yeah.
It's
But the con.spire van was called Captain Jesus, which was Matt Roran's band, the Repercussions band. They called it. There was I was trying to do like a thing with like how all the bands have vans,
and they all
kind of
like with each other, because that really happened.
That really happened. Like every band we knew, they had their own van and they had their own personality, own characteristic.
So, again, this scene you did write verbatim, which is amazing because you were like
passed out,
dead when this happened, and like. I mean, you wrote the scene yourself. I remember coming over, and you're like, Jake, I already wrote the scene. And I look at it, I'm like, how did you remember that this happened, Pete? This is amazing. You remember me saying that? You remember me...
Yeah. I mean, like, you see it right now. You see Mike like that. I heard everything. I just couldn't move my body. I couldn't breathe. And, like, I heard Jess, like, crying like that. And I felt Jake punching me. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't say, ow. Yeah. It hurt like hell, but I couldn't move. I was, like, paralyzed.
This is seriously one of the most traumatic moments of my life, and I think actually filming this fixed me.
Yeah.
Because it's like they say, once you start writing or making something, it becomes fiction.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel as real.
And this is what I said. I just said sorry.
Yeah.
I woke up for a second and I died. I thought this was well acted by Sean here. Sean is such a great dramatic actor. He doesn't do it anymore. He acts like a zombie on the Gooligans now.
Yeah,
you know, he does a lot of comedy, but
plus the Gooligans a little bit.
He's such an excellent dramatic actor. Well, we do the Gooligans. I haven't directed anything since this movie because it took me 10 years and I'm fried. But I've been working still with Mike and Sean on the Gooligans. It's a monster comedy horror show.
This scene...
This is the Witch's Brew.
We ended up being a lot more red than we intended this to be.
Yeah. The sound was awful.
Yeah, we thought we were going to get a slow night at the Witch's Brew. It's like this place in Hempstead, New York. It's like serves tea.
It's a tea bar. How cool is that?
Super awesome. Really hip and happening place. Really chilled out. And we were supposed to have the run of the place, but they ended up being open. So we were like, crap, where are we going to sit? But we made the most of it. This came out really well right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Matt Roran in the background with Greg Farrell and his buddy. I wish I remember his name. They were in a band called the Potbelly Bandits.
Yeah, I was working at Tower Records when this was being. I was working at Tower Records in Huntington, where I met a lot of these people. I met like Matt Roran got me a job there, and it was pretty much headquarters until I got a job at the Cinema Arts Center, and that became in Huntington too, and that became like headquarters for a majority of our productions. But a lot of the people I met in the scene, because we would, they would all hang out at Tower. We would see bands like Brand New come in, and we'd see Dee Snider come in, and like
Salt from Salt and Pepper come in. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I met Play from Kid and
Play, which is it's amazing. Salt and Play. But you have Greg here. He's a talented rapper and cartoonist. Check out Yo Burbolino at blogspot.com.
Everyone, and then every Friday night, everyone would come play kickball. Yeah. Like Matt organized,
which you will see in this film.
Like kickball at Tower Records and
Tower Records parking lot Friday nights.
So what are we commenting here with this Greg's character here?
Well,
at that time at the scene,
at the time there was a lot of weird scene politics. That kind of in Long Island's music scene, we had these kids. They called themselves very DIY for the most part. A lot of them were kind of spoiled, and most of them have really grown up and grown out of this. Mm-hmm. I'd say now, and they laugh at themselves. but there's like the pre-Brooklyn migration kids. They were trust fund
Dumpster
babies, dumpster diving, just like even, and it was like it felt very fake because they always had like a nice like McMansion to come back to, and they were very snobby for the most part, and they kind of made the scene less fun.
Yeah.
And so we
It was very serious. It was post 9/11.
Again, yeah, right.
Yeah.
A lot of these people were protesting against things that you don't need to protest against. Like, we're trying to legalize tomatoes. Like, tomatoes are already legal.
So then Pap's character was kind of our mouthpiece for a lot of the things that we like. A lot of things that we complained about.
This was like my rant right here because I was just so fed up.
Well, actually, this is Josh's rant because
every
scene that Pap's in, Josh couldn't really act with written stuff, so his direction was react, and so everything you see Paf in, it's all coming from Josh's mouth. But we told him like how we felt, and so he was our mouthpiece.
And then Greg, like, he took like what we told him to say and just ran with it and did so much better.
Greg.
Oh my god, he was like, this is like one take.
Yeah, we had to chop it up, but because they were fighting for like 5 minutes.
And this is
the in Northport.
Yeah, Shipwreck Diner.
They shot that movie In and Out there. So in the background, in the picture, you see Tom Selleck and Kevin Kline from the movie In and Out. It's a little Long Island reference there.
So we tried to do it. Actually, we did ADR for this scene.
Yeah.
We got Mike and Barry, like they both have very thick Long Island accents, and a lot of this dialogue is actually overdubbed. Yeah. You can't tell because they did a really good job with it, but they like toned down the Long Island accents. Yes, we're proud. We're not that proud.
So, like, the relationship between Dean and Talia was originally supposed to be romantic, and I like what it became. It became more like you kind of watch them and like maybe they used to go out,
or you want them to,
or you want them, but you never see it happen. And I like that better because like they're like best friends, and a lot of the stuff that I would actually like Jake and I would write stuff, but then I would actually show up with rewritten things,
which happened constantly.
Yeah, it's just because like the relationships of the characters are changing, and I kind of based Dean and Talia on like a friend of like a female friend of mine, who like kind of helped me get through like this long production, and she was very helpful and like just. Because I would have long talks like this, like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get this done. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And, like, you know, you just meet up, like, a lot of times I would meet up with Jake at the diner or just meet up a lot of people.
And we'd be like, oh, crap.
Yeah, and, like, Pete's falling apart. Pete wants to kill himself. Pete doesn't want to do this anymore. And, like, a lot of my friends, like, in the production and, you know, my best friends, they just help me just finish it. Finish it.
We definitely, like, it was hard. Again, no budget filmmaking is very difficult. And
we had no, like, I didn't have a job, so when you say like no budget, like I had no money to put into a movie.
I pretty much stole all the film stock we used, all the tapes. We
literally begged, borrowed, and steal to get this movie made. You know, a lot of the equipment, like the camera that we used for this. When Mike was talking about how he crashed his car. So Mike crashed his car. Mike who plays Dean, he crashed his car. His jaw was wired shut because the guy who hit him beat him up for hitting his car. So Mike had his jaw wired shut for like 2 months. So the lawsuit that he got from, you know, that he sued the guy who beat him up.
Bought the camera.
He bought the camera with that. So that's how we got the camera to shoot Freaks, Nerds, and Romantics.
Also, some of the money came from a lawsuit I had where I got hit by a car. I got hit.
Oh, yeah.
When I was driving, and I got like a sizable lawsuit. I used most of it to live in the city for a year.
I was broke.
Yeah, and then I used a lot of it for both band equipment. I was in a band with Mike Kosick at the time. And,
I like this stuff because this is real. Like, they're just. It was almost like interview style with Matt and Jeff.
We intended to have a lot more of this. We wrote a lot more of this. This is actually all scripted. This is scripted and written verbatim, and it seems so natural. Matt and Jeff later, you'll see.
These are all Jake and I's opinions.
Yeah, and they did phenomenal, and they really made it sound like they thought of it, which is just.
We showed up at their real shows, and we just asked them this. We gave them pieces of paper and just told them, "Can you say this really quick?"
Yeah.
So that you can see like familiar stuff in the background. This is my bedroom when I used to live at home in Comac.
That's your real teddy bear.
No, Jamie, Lucy. Jamie brought her stuff from her place and grilled it up a little bit.
Yeah, right.
But all the mess is mine. All the mess is mine.
This scene is partially based on something
all those stickers are mine.
I saw happen in real life.
Yeah.
Again, we try to incorporate really funny stories, things we witness. And in this case, it's a
Jamie,
really upper
Jamie's
class
wearing
girl.
a Sparkle Motion shirt. It was reference to Donnie Darko. There's a cursive CD there. Yeah, I did a little art direction.
Right. This camera that Josh is playing around with, it was Baby. Pete and I co-owned it. It was our adopted
Oh yeah, we bought
child.
that little baby camera.
We shot, actually, that interview scene you just saw was shot on that.
Yeah.
I love now.
Oh, we bought that recorder too together. Or
That's
you
right.
bought? I think you just bought
Yeah,
it.
I have it still.
Oh,
Right.
no, you don't. I have it.
Oh, you back, Dick.
I remember Jamie telling me when she's like, "I'm gonna bring my lotions and my blanket and my teddy bears," and I'm like, "All right."
Yeah. You see Jamie writing on a CRT monitor. That should date the
Oh,
thing a little bit.
Josh is wearing the alkaline tria hat because his hair's black again.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Josh is drinking white wine there. He doesn't drink beer. It's
I wonder what Pap's real name is. We never say Pap's real name in the movie.
I just saw
He's
he's
Josh.
Josh. Yeah, exactly.
Josh.
Josh.
This scene's cute.
Seems adorable.
She looks adorable here.
Yeah. She looks like I would try to move in on this too. I think
Yeah.
she wants it, right? But she doesn't.
You still throw parties at your parents'
This
house.
is she's saying this to me. I was 30. I still lived at my parents' house.
Yeah.
I had no job. I was like, this was written about me. I was like, I want Lucy to say
She
this
flubbed
to
the
me.
line a little bit though. It was supposed to be you still throw parties at your parents' house, but only when they're away.
Yeah.
She says like yeah.
Oh, don't do it.
It's best. Yeah, right here.
Fire tapes?
I love his delivery. It's so
genuine
good.
embarrassment.
It really, it's like he really did try to kiss her.
This
So-
is in Jeff's basement.
Yes.
Jeff T.U. would record a lot of the our friends' bands.
This is Mike's soul patch.
All the members of 48 in the basement to this day still have a soul patch. It's almost
Right.
like a
Staple. I have a soul patch right now too. So this is song 5 More by 48 in the basement. They're recording.
Yeah, I thought this song basically encompassed
It's
the
emblematic of the story.
the
absolutely.
story of the movie. So, and then that's 5 more years of my life.
Right. And see
That's how long the band was together.
And so
almost,
again,
yeah.
Jamie's character Lucy Merrick is the character who's kind of realizing what's happening to all these guys. That all her friends are kind of going through this quarter life
Oh, sorry.
crisis.
Can I just say
Oh,
the
sure.
slack up plan sign there? Me and Jeff used to go take trips to California.
Yeah.
So one time, the backup plan, they picked us up at the airport, and they held that sign up waiting for us.
Oh, that's cute.
It's the slack pack and the backup plan put together. So I remember they picked us up at the airport, and they had and me and Jeff were
that's a
just
good
cracking
story.
up. So yeah, that's my story. And so he kept it. The basement was the backup plan's practice space.
Yeah, Jeff's a doctor now.
Yeah.
It's everybody's growing up. Went from hardcore punk rock icon to doctor, which is 2 great things to be.
Yeah.
So Jeff T.U. rocks.
Why not? He could be a doctor if he wants.
Brilliant.
Slack up plan. I love that.
But yeah, so this is like the song. It's like he's writing the song, but it's almost like he doesn't realize that this is
What's
happening
happening?
to him, which is kind of
Yeah.
great. 'Cause that's the whole thing, is that these characters going through this quarter life crisis thing, and they can't name it. They can't quite name it until later on in the film.
Here's Jeff and Scott over here.
And the problems of shooting a CRT monitor.
I lifted this dialogue from the movie The Commitments.
And the Carol thing is real.
The Carol. Well, yeah, but it was The Commitments did the same thing with the exclamation point, the question mark. That's
yeah.
where I lifted. But the actual
worked.
the name titles was a 48 in the Basement song that we used to make fun of. Like, oh yeah, and
It's Carol.
this is the Tower Records parking lot.
Yes, we shot this on the night of an awesome lunar eclipse, but by the time we got to shoot where the sky was, the eclipse, you couldn't see the moon at all.
Yeah.
So it's awful. This is Dan Brenner from 40 in the Basement and Backup Plan.
He's in both bands.
Yep.
This scene was written. That moon's
moon?
added in post.
It
I
looks
think
so
it looks
real.
It looks great.
I think it looks awesome. Yeah.
This is another slowdown. This is another kind of explaining.
But this is one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
This is a scene we wrote later, and it's got this part, only stereo scene in the entire film coming up.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah, oh yeah. Sound goes from right to left. The rest of the movie is in mono.
I think this scene here is like the entire movie in one scene, explaining like you start to see where Scott is coming from and how Dean is different in his. They're all in different places in their lives.
Yeah, exactly. They're
Scott wants to grow up, Dean wants to keep going, and they don't know how to talk to each other. Just like dudes, they just don't know how to express.
Exactly, but they're friends. Like the camaraderie is like really just genuine and honest.
Yeah, they've been together for been in a band together for 5 years.
As you mentioned, this is Mike says. Earlier I gave up drinking. And you'll see him take the beer later.
Yeah, without thinking, just because almost as a reflex, and that's like a character. That's like little subtle things like that are characteristics.
Oh wait, right here. So this is a true story.
The penis pump.
The penis pump. I was driving to a party with Mike and Paul.
Well, Mike did this for real, he just told he freely gave us that information.
Yeah, and when I asked him why he did it, he actually said I wanted to make my dick bigger. Yeah. And then when we shot this, he thought it was so funny. I'm like, Mike, this really happened. And Mike's memory being what it is, I was actually working at Tower Records when this was being shot. I was finishing up my shift, and I kept going outside to see how the shoot was going.
Yeah, the performances are really good in here too. Like Sean's a really natural actor. I mean, his delivery style is very natural.
Yeah, this is like again definitely one of my favorite scenes in the entire film. It was
Mike. I remember like when we shot this, Mike kept complaining about the 3 zits on his face.
Yeah,
that's why he's wearing the hoodie.
He's trying to hide it.
I was like, I don't care. I mean, it's supposed to look grimy.
Yeah,
he's like,
exactly.
Dude, I don't want.
You're a punk. You're dirty.
Yeah.
And we see his room later in the film, which is really Josh's room, and it's dirty.
I don't remember having any more money or any
Josh, not the tidiest human being in the planet.
doing any better than
Oh yeah, so like here, Dean picked up the beer already after saying that he quit drinking.
That's willpower, the power of will.
See, like he has like 3 it's almost like a constellation of zits on his cheek.
It's the Orion's belt of.
Sorry, Mike, I had to point that out because you're being really bitchy about it that night.
Mike, you're a great looking dude, Mike.
Yeah. He's a handsome guy, but he's very...
Your hair looks really good like that, Mike.
I also love... Scott is wearing an Evil Dead girl's hoodie. Yeah.
It's awesome, though. It looks great on him. It's like part of his body.
Yeah.
I feel like
he actually wore that every day at this point in our lives. He would wear that all the time.
I'm pretty sure when he finally took it off, like skin came with it. Like all his body hair.
It probably doesn't fit him anymore. Like most of our hoodies from 10 years ago don't fit us anymore.
This is like I feel like the one scene where every joke he wrote worked. Like the audience was laughing at every joke. I felt
everything was clicking at this point. We've been shooting for so long. They've been playing the characters.
This was shot in late 2004, so this is one of the last things we shot.
Everything is finally clicking.
It's a simple idea.
And this too is one of the last things we shot.
Which is sad.
It was after kickball. Like this was like almost a kickball reunion. We had stopped doing it for such a long time.
Yeah.
And this was great. This was really fun.
Matt and Lauren used to organize
Friday night kickball games.
This was really well written by Jake. It pretty much explained, like, no, it wasn't said.
Yeah.
People just kind of showed up, like, oh yeah, let's play kickball. But like, without saying it, like, what Lucy is saying here, pretty much, the unspoken, like,
just gave voice to something that was always, that was just tacit.
It was felt.
Yeah.
Just the camaraderie of like people who like there was like no politics. You didn't have to be, you weren't too cool to do it.
No, and no one was. Even people you had like maybe problems with at a show, just you'd be fine. You're playing kickball.
There's Paul. He's that's Paul.
That's
running
right.
around the bases.
All the amazing music that you're hearing right now. It's Aaron Byrne failing to catch that easy lob. Mike should have been out.
So let's talk about the music.
Yes, we were trying for
years. There was all this
music we wanted. Bouncing Souls were the only music we were able to get like clean, because
this movie probably would not have been done if it wasn't for Paul writing all the original score for it.
Which he did such a great job. Like he knew what music we wanted to use.
The scene was cut to an Against Me song.
Yeah, to Joy.
Yeah. And I was like, I need that. I want the feeling of the song Joy, but like we can't use it.
Yeah. The beginning of the film was we wanted the Bear vs. Shark second. They had broken up right as we finished production on the film, and they seem to not know who had rights to that, the music to their own.
So a lot of the problems was getting the rights to the music, but like Paul saved the day and saved this movie by writing score music, which is like he didn't know that's what he wanted to do. That's what he's doing now. He went to school to Brooklyn College.
There's me drinking beer on the left.
I've been living with Paul now for like the last 4 or 5 years now, in Brooklyn, and the only reason that we moved together was because after making the
He
score
realized,
music,
he wanted to do this.
He was in a band he was in 48 in the Basement for like 5 years with Mike. Then he realized, like, after doing the score, he was like, "Oh, this is what I want to go to school for."
And that's what he's doing all the time
he
now.
just graduated.
We're so proud of him. Oh, so this was really funny. As you can see, the van war scene, that rearview mirror really came off when they threw the water balloon. And I had to go to Michael's with Matt and buy the special glue you have to use to tape it, to glue it on. Nick, Beryl, and Jerry, who just finally watched the movie the first time, like the drummer whose van that was, finally saw that his mirror was taken off. Kept it a secret until last week.
This is shot at Dare Studios
In Deer Park, yeah.
A lot of bands. This is the practice space for a lot of bands.
At this point, Mike and I were in band together with the intention of writing music for this movie, which didn't happen. It's Paul Natal. Background as a photographer, he was hilarious.
Paul Natal is like a friend of ours who's also a director.
Really good director.
Did you see Now Spit Together for maybe the first time?
Right. Playing drums is Lindsay Motlin, who had just turned 18 like the day before this. We didn't use the one line we gave her, which I thought was so funny.
What did she say?
I'm not scared. What? It was such a good line, but we didn't use it.
This is like probably like one of our favorite scenes coming up.
At this scene, like we actually we're playing stuff. I was hiding behind a stack playing guitar.
This was the hottest shoot. We were all sweating balls. There was like no air. Oh yeah, we had to turn the air conditioner off because of the sound.
Yeah, exactly. So it was super
and then
hot.
it ended up being voiced over anyway.
And then like Mike insisted on smoking in the room too. Like, no, don't do it.
But the fight scene is where a lot of the dialogue is.
And, but Dan Holmstrom, as you'll see, just nailed this scene. It was so much fun.
Every scene that he's in is probably my favorite.
Can't believe we're doing this. So stupid. You know, just shut up. You need to
We're
get
just listening to the girls fighting now.
So this is a girl fight. You know, we have to show that Now Spit's a real band. Again, we originally had a lot more.
There's a lot more stuff, relationship stuff between Reese and Talia that we cut out.
They were best friends and how close they were.
They would work together at a record
what a betrayal
store.
this was.
Yeah.
You know that she's screwing around with her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, so like
Everybody knows it.
when they finally fight, I don't know if you're really into it. You're not really invested into the relationship.
The intention was there to have you be more invested. Still, you know, it's two good-looking girls
Fighting.
looking good, fighting.
Boobs.
Yeah.
Boob push.
And Liz Carlucci being adorable.
Her name is Megan Reese in the script, but they never say her name. But that's Liz. She's cute here. This is for real.
That's her one line.
I love that she laughs while they're fighting.
She's looking right at the camera.
Whoa.
Here we go.
I mean, this is obviously about.
This was Scott's idea, right?
Give me a fucking.
No, I wrote this.
The you don't get a soda.
No, I wrote that. I put that in. I wrote it, and you were like, "No, we can't do that." And then you put it in anyway. And I'm like, "No, we can't do that." And I'm like, "Really?" Then it's like, "Jake, you got to throw him a soda." So I had to buy a soda from the machine. And I the first time I lobbed it over his head.
Yeah.
And I worried that I made that crack in the mirror, but I don't think I did.
You guys notice that Kiss pinball machine in the
That
background?
didn't work. Defunct.
Yeah, it didn't work, but it's awesome. The production value.
So yeah.
Yeah.
He caught that soda perfectly.
He nailed it. I love like the nailed it. He
And
did the
just
nailed it.
Oh, so and it didn't. He didn't even have like any kind of fear that it would explode too. They threw that can twice. The second take.
Like the setting on the camera was off for this. It was weird. I think I shot this on a different camera. That's why it looks like it's.
And we tried to
pseudo
shoot. We tried to shoot Super 8 with this also.
Oh yeah, this is the continuation of the van war.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, they threw the water balloons in them. If you
Fire
pay
beats
attention,
water.
if you pay attention to the firecrackers, you hear "Holy crap!"
Yeah.
When it happens, we had to reuse the same sound twice.
Oh, these cloud transitions! I was obsessed for a year. I taped hours and hours of clouds moving.
And here's my other joke I was so proud of. It got no laughs about the chronological order.
Yeah.
So proud of this.
This was my bedroom. Oh yeah. This was Lucy's room, but it was my messy bedroom. You see all these movies and crap. This is how I used to live. Really dirty.
Jamie looks so different in this scene.
She was really proud of her T-shirts in the
Yes.
movie. She would buy all these different T-shirts.
Yeah, she was like, "I got this T-shirt for Lucy." We're like, "Good, go
Good,
for it."
wear
Yeah,
it.
like go for it. I remember she would like, "Should I wear this or this?" We're like, "Good, yeah, use this one."
It's like Lucy would really have an Easy Rider and Reservoir Dogs poster in her room.
My favorite thing about this scene right now is the pogo ball.
Yeah, that's Jamie's.
Remember those?
Yeah, she was like
She maintained her pogo ball until well into like this decade, like last decade. Yeah. The 80s. My pogo ball like deflated by like, the early 90s. So.
Scott, sit down. Let's do this already.
Okay, now you're talking.
So this was an idea.
This thing? I was watching Scorsese's King of Comedy, and they did the same exact thing. I never saw that movie before.
Maybe that's because I used to love that movie. Maybe that's where I unconsciously got the idea from.
So what happens is Lucy interviews Scott here, and you don't see what he says until the end of the movie.
Later on, yeah.
And I've never seen King of Comedy, which is a great film. You know, De Niro.
Joe Pesci's amazing in it.
Did you say Joe Pesci?
He's in it, right?
No, it's Robert De Niro and Jerry Lewis.
I'm thinking of the wrong movie.
Maybe. But there's a scene, the very end of the movie, the same climax. It has the same climax. So I'm telling you right now, we didn't rip it off. I've never seen the movie, and obviously Jake has never seen the movie because he thought Joe Pesci was
I'm thinking of the wrong film.
But, yeah. Like, De Niro, like, kidnaps Jerry Lewis to get on The Tonight Show. And you see him he's on The Tonight Show, and then like it cuts, and then later in the movie you see him do his stand-up. You see De Niro doing stand-up, and
that's awesome.
This is Jim Shear. Doug Field is back, and this was fresh. This was a fresh mural.
Yes.
We did this on purpose. We shot in front of the Joe Strummer mural because it just had been erected.
Yes, it was, and we were like, we need to shoot something in front of it. This is on the side of Bar Niagara. On Avenue A, and
this is the only notes I brought. The Joe Strummer mural was by Zephyr and Dr. Revolt, and it was put up in 2003 and is on Niagara Bar on Avenue A.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And we need to shoot here. Part of the shoot was a nightmare. Obviously, you have the sounds of the city, but also there are people walking by. They didn't know whether they should walk through the shot, and we wanted to look natural. Like, don't obviously walk around. Just walk through. It's okay. I'm trying to wave in people while holding the boom mic.
I had no idea that was going on.
Yeah, because you're facing them. I'm facing outside, like, nervous as hell. Yeah, we worried about Jim Shear's Sports Illustrated shirt here. Like, do we have to get it black out the logo? But
we don't care.
We don't care. Whatever.
Screw you. Screw you, Sports Illustrated.
We have no money. Blood from a stone, Sports Illustrated. Bring it on. Plus magazines. No one reads you anymore. I remember both our actors here asked us to tone down the dialogue, so we had
there's like curses and stuff. Yeah, but they're like the most. Jim Shear doesn't curse.
Yeah, he's
on camera. I've heard him curse in real life.
Yeah, he's the most like clearly like the most like wholesome human being you'll ever meet. His bachelor party was mini golf.
Yeah,
it's adorable with his family.
And there's the bigger shot of the mural. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's still there. You should visit. Oh, there's CBs.
So, to get to shoot at CBGB's, it was tough. I mean, we got to shoot the inside because Brian Keeneland helped us get into a private Alkaline Trio show.
And Hilly Crystal.
Well, Hilly Crystal, I was living in the city at the time, I had to kind of barter with Hilly Crystal. Like, his people, it's like Hilly Crystal never addressed, late Hilly Crystal, who owned CBGB's, he never addressed me personally. He was like, he would like grunt, like, and then his people would interpret that and be like, okay, you have to pass out these flyers and then you can shoot. So I had to pass out flyers with this guy.
Really? I didn't know you had to do that.
I had to do all this stuff. I had to do this legwork. This guy, Kip, who managed this band called the Drosells, who were almost everybody from the New York Dolls, minus some guy. And I was like, he's kind of a vagrant guy, but I was just passing out flyers with him for like 2 weeks. I had to be their door bitch, basically. And then
I had no idea you had to do that just so we could shoot at CB.
Yeah, after this, I was like, I'll be really nice, and I'll buy Hilly Crystal like a gift basket. So I got like a Harry David gift basket. I go into CBGB's, I'm like, I want to thank you so much. And he's like, just put it there with all the other gift baskets that people have given him. Seriously, this guy like just must get like 10 gift baskets a week.
Well, CB's closed like what, 2 or 3 years after?
2 years after, yeah. Sad as hell.
This is 2003.
So CB's moved. They gutted the place. They put it in a van. They were going to reopen Las Vegas. And Hilly died, and it just stalled. It's just this stuff is.
Well, they're making a movie about it.
Yeah, so. It's just sitting in storage though. The toilet, everything, just.
I like this shot here. It's about to come up. Mm-hmm. Anything with these two together. Anything with Barry and Mike or Barry with Dan. Was great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And Swishpan, another P.T. Anderson
So this character,
influenced.
Rick Maggio as Crops, was supposed to be a much larger.
He's also a
character
Gooligan.
also.
He's a
Phil
currently
Gill, the sea creature.
he's currently a Gooligan also.
Again, this was supposed to be a much larger character. We had to introduce him at this point in the film rather than earlier. He was intended to be this kind of guidepost for Scott, this alternative to being in a band, this idea of getting your life together, going to school, doing something. And so we introduced him here because we needed to have him. And we wanted to have Rick in the movie. But it wasn't quite how we intended to introduce the character.
This happened in real life. This happened to you in real life, and it happened to Dan Brenner in real life.
Yeah, it's a combination of what happened to both of us.
Yeah, you get ripped off
By scalpers.
by scalpers in the city sometimes. Back in the day.
Yeah, it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. You just print out your tickets now.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
People used to scalp tickets.
And they all get scanned now, which is crazy. So this is kind of a both more and less innocent era that we're looking at here. Remember old New York? Again, CBGBs and scalpers.
Pizza
and street pizza. Which is something we used to do.
Yeah.
We
eat on the street.
Again, we really did this. We were waiting in 2001.
Being like 35 now, I think that's disgusting.
I remember I bought this pizza and I walked through where they were shooting Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, they were shooting Spider-Man
right around the
same
corner.
time.
They were shooting Spider-Man 2, and I tried to get in the shot, and like I got stopped by a really cute PA. He was just like, "No, you have to walk around."
I was in Spider-Man 1.
Yes, you were in Spider-Man. I was gonna one up you by being in Spider-Man 2, and I was so excited to do it.
Jeff T. and I, when we visited California, we got into Spider-Man 1.
Pete is the most blatant cameo. Like, oh man, it's awesome.
It's the Times Square scene.
Green Goblin kicks Spider-Man into the cake.
And then everyone was supposed to run, but I don't.
Yeah, he's in bleachers, and like Pete is the only one who's not blurry if you freeze frame it at that moment.
Yeah, look for it.
Sam Raimi Spider-Man, not the
Yeah.
new Mark Webb.
Alkaline Trio scene.
Yes, so this is again we got to shoot, and we're so proud of this footage. We got to shoot this secret
show that Alkaline it was
at Skate and Surf Fest 2003. We had to get wristbands to get admitted to the show.
Yeah.
Pete and I had to wear these wristbands for a month.
I loved it. I was obsessed with
You
Alkaline
shower
Trio.
with it. It was fun. So we were wearing this wristband.
So this is CBGB's for reals.
Mm-hmm.
And so Alkaline Trio. Well, what album was released?
This was Good Morning.
It was a Good Morning secret show.
This is before Good Morning was released too.
Yeah, so we're hearing all these songs for the first time. And Brian Keeneland was there.
And let us in with the cameras.
And then he snuck cameras in.
Yeah.
He put it in his bag and we shot.
Yeah.
But like Alkaline Trio was cool. Like I was like right, as you could see, I was right in Skiba's face. I was on top of like some speaker and shooting them.
This is like really. I mean,
this is one of the best shows I've ever been to.
We have the whole show, and so this stuff is shot in the downtown. What was really happening at this point? The band of Loved Ones were playing one of their first shows.
Oh yes, just to explain. Yeah. The fight where the bouncer and Scott right here, where they're fighting, that's actually shot at the downtown at the Bouncing Souls show, and we cut it in with the Alkaline Trio footage.
Yeah, and it looks good. It matches pretty well. Even though you could tell anybody who's been to CBGB's knows that it's way smaller than that.
Yeah.
So again, this is all.
So when that fight was we actually shot guerrilla style, and we told people that we were shooting a bouncer fight.
We told every band except the band that was playing.
Yeah, we didn't know what the Loved Ones looked like.
Right, so we thought it was Let It Burn playing. So I told Let It Burn, they're like, cool. Ends up being the Loved Ones, who back then is before the explosion broke up. So they start playing, and Dave House, super awesome guy in the Loved Ones.
He tried to break up the fight.
He thought it was a real fight, and he's like, "Stop playing! Stop doing that! You big galoot!" He's in the middle of suture yourself.
Galoot.
You big galoot! He goes, "Get off him!" I'm being a really good guy, defending the guy in the crowd. He thinks he's being beat up, and so I go in and I'm like giving the international symbol for we're filming. It's okay, and he just shrugs and starts playing again.
So the big galoot, as Dave House, is actually our friend Jerry Finari, who's known as Jerry Horror now.
What's up now?
I love this scene. This was taken. Some of this dialogue was taken
from
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes, he is the Vogan.
Oh my god.
Security guard. Who's airlocking Arthur Dent and Ford Prefect here.
Yeah, but like Sean again is fantastic in this scene.
Yeah. Sean doesn't really do Arthur Dent or Ford Prefect. He goes and.
Are we not all human here?
Are we all not human here?
This is his.
Bruce Force. That's all from Hitchhiker's Guide to the. Not the fucking fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Sean doing his own F-bombs.
It's no longer like Hitchhiker's after this. That was a real fuck him up, kid, fuck him up. That was a real like man on the street. People were driving by. And heard that and thought it was a real fight and said that we were let's leave it.
All the CBGB's outside stuff. There was a group of people watching us shoot. Yeah, we were shooting guerrilla style, no permits, and there's audience. There's an audience just watching us.
And right before...
Right here, there's a bunch of people watching us shoot right now.
Right before these were NYU dorms, it was a homeless shelter. So there were people, watching us from the homeless shelter and just, really into it.
Oh, can I just say, this happened in real life. Me, Mike, and Sean were at, a dance club.
All right.
In Huntington, and Mike tried to break dance in the middle of this Guido dance club. He tried to spin on his head, which he still does to this day, and he got kicked out. And so all the stuff that Scott is screaming at was actually stuff
Mike said. Yeah.
Mike said in real life, yelling at bouncer.
There have to be 40 F-bombs in this scene alone.
If you go on YouTube, I cut a video called "Every Curse Word from Freaks Nerds."
It makes Goodfellas and Big Lebowski blush.
This is where the most curses are.
It's unbelievable. Sean's F-bombs are just shock and awe. like Iraq surrendered after this. It's 1 hour later. You can see the sun is down. It
was shot the same day. Yeah. There's the Captain Jesus.
It's cool we got to park there.
Yeah, we got lucky. We got to park right in front.
And also, this was shot also in mid-November, but it ended up being a really warm day. We got so lucky this day.
Some guy just kept yelling, "Yeah!"
Which is great.
Yeah!
Oh, and this really happened, the crowd surfing thing, to you.
Yeah, what was the venue?
It was the Vanderbilt.
The Vanderbilt on
Long Island.
A friend of mine was crowd surfing, and some dude just kept throwing him to the ground. So I confronted him, I tried to fight him, and the bouncers put me in a headlock and threw me out.
Both of you in a headlock, but what happened when you guys were both in a headlock? The guy knew you.
No. What happened was I saw he was about to... There was stairs, so what I did was I slipped out, and I did a prop fall. And I'm like, "You threw me downstairs!" And he got scared that I was going to sue him. But I just threw myself downstairs to slip out of the headlock. Because I was
really
I was 22 and my bones were strong.
Brittle?
Yeah, they were not brittle. But then we snuck, me and my girl at the time, we snuck around the back and got back into the show.
So there's the I Love Jesus.
Yeah, the Captain Jesus air freshener.
For sure. And this was shot in your.
This was shot in your driveway.
Oh right, it was shot in my driveway.
Right.
So we're using a hose.
Is this your driveway or my driveway?
I'm pretty sure. No, it's definitely your driveway. My driveway is curved. Yeah.
Yeah, the van. So the van is not moving once again.
Mm-hmm. Again, the light is just moving periodically, and then simulate streetlights, and then we're just.
Our buddy Mitch Steinberg was
the Rain Man,
the hose wrangler for every rain scene or water scene. He was the hose wrangler.
He's Rain Man,
He's Rain Man.
We'd be shooting with him. Be like, it's 10 o'clock. Gotta watch Wapner, and then he'd leave.
Let it rain, Steinberg.
Wapner.
The story that Dean tells here is also true. This happened to Mike in real life, where
my friend Heather,
he beat up some dude with a frying pan, and I had to drive him to court once a month for a year because of assault and battery.
It's amazing when
but we used it in the story as a reason why con.spire is stunted as a band, because they couldn't leave.
Yeah, because of him.
Because of him, they couldn't leave. They couldn't go out on tour. They couldn't leave the state because he was on parole.
Right, and here you see that the guilt that he feels, that Dean feels here, because you kind of again, you've seen him be really erratic. You've seen him make a lot of not understanding what's going on. Seemingly, you see how actually aware he is and that he's a good guy, and he just really feels guilty about messing up.
And that's our friend Mike for real.
That's
him
how
he
he
is. That's him.
He's a brilliant guy who just sometimes you're his thought process is just bizarre.
Yeah.
And it's great. When I showed the girl in question this scene, she just she was turned beet red and so embarrassed. But she loved it. She loved this film.
What happened here? I told him. I said,
"Yo, so you're going to Jess's wedding?"
It's in New Orleans.
I know. Jamie's going.
I can't take off school. Crazy.
I want to. So, we're going off into because this is a long.
It says in
scene.
guest. You want to be my guest?
What?
It says in
no,
guest.
I'm not going to go to my ex-girlfriend's wedding.
Hey guys,
no,
you guys heard about this? We're debating this, and
when I wrote the first 3 drafts, and it was a love story.
It was about her.
It was based on this girl that Jake introduced me, this girl Jess.
And I introduced the girl that Mike's talking about to Mike also.
Yeah, and Jamie was Jess's best friend. That's how we know Jamie. That's Jake's house, which is Talia's house.
My old car, my old green neon.
Yep.
There's the Captain Jesus air freshener again.
They were supposed to be coming back from, in the original script, they're coming back from Talia's birthday party. That we
but this we just had them come back from CBGB's, like they took the ride together.
But in the next scene, you kind of see, like, he says, "Happy birthday, Talia."
Right.
Which,
which kind of works in a way, because like, it's like no one acknowledged her birthday.
It just makes him look like a dick.
Yeah. Actually true. This was shot in
my house.
Movie magic.
This is another scene where these guys, they really don't know each other, but every scene they're in together really works.
Oh, this is so great.
They come up with this themselves. She spits the gum out, and he takes it in and drinks it like a pill. Like, I let them rehearse, and I came back, and I'm like, "What is that?" They're like, "Do that. Let's record that."
I don't understand how they both didn't crack. I mean, they did. There are outtakes.
And he grabs her tit. See, a lot of these little things they worked out themselves.
Well, actually, no. That was originally Scott.
Yeah.
Scott worked out, and he went honk. We shot the scene originally with him at Josh's old house, Paff's old house.
So Danny, or Lucas, he dyes his hair jet black because he's obsessed with Morrissey in real life.
Yeah.
And I gave him like that white towel, and you see all the black hair dye go.
I never knew that.
You see the white towel's turning black, and I was like, dude. But I think Mitch is doing the rain on the window for the background.
There you go.
More rain wrangling from our rain wrangler Mitch.
The waterbender.
The water.
It's Avatar Last Airbender reference.
But we like the TV show, not the movie.
Thank you. Thanks for. I was about to say that. I was like, the cartoon.
We enjoy the show, not the movie. We're really proud of this written part where we're like, A?
And he was supposed to go and 2, but he didn't do that.
Oh, yeah, that's how it was written originally.
Yeah, it was like A, blah, 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 and 2. And Pete and I will still use that like when we're with people
real life,
as jokes. Yeah. And not everybody will get it, but...
Listing things numerically and alphabetically.
Like mixing that up. We think it's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
Try it at home with your mom.
Yeah, we're winners.
Yeah.
With your mom?
Yeah. Just, maybe your mom will think
we're
you're
back.
handsome.
We're back to the Captain Jesus.
Yes, across the street from my mom's house.
See, the comedy, like, there is comedy in the movie, but it's just very subtle.
It's just like real life.
It's dialogue. It's like subtle dialogue comedy.
Mike's screeching weasel tattoo making a prominent appearance.
Blatant.
In the scene.
That's a real thing.
Yeah,
that's a real screeching weasel tattoo. All right. But these two, I mean, we've literally been working together for 15 years now.
Yeah, almost going on 16.
Mike, Sean, and I. And there's little shortcuts that you develop, directing or acting wise, where you don't really have to say things. Like, you just kind of look at each other and you know what the other person's thinking.
Yeah, I remember. I was just doing the rain for this scene.
Not Mitch.
Not Mitch. Mitch wasn't there yet. Mitch did. It was later. And then you were just in the van directing everything. I couldn't hear anything going on. I was like, "How's it going? My hand's getting cold."
You must have wasted so much water.
We shot this in July in front of my house, but the next scene, the rain fight scene, was shot in mid-October.
Oh, and it was freezing.
So it was freezing. So there's 2 different segments. This is right before I moved into Manhattan for the first time. So this is July 2003.
It's little things like this that makes it look like we're actually shooting a real movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
The acting and just like the rain and the atmosphere. We added like thunder sounds in post.
Yeah, they were really good.
And that's like Max's idea.
Luckily, Thunder decided to consent to be in our film.
Well, Thunder had to write a release form.
Yeah, like I will lend my voice to your film.
Yeah, there it is. There's Thunder.
Thank you, Thunder. And your cousin, Lightning. Okay, so this is... my mom has recently forgiven me for what's about to happen.
Oh, yeah, we destroyed Jake's mom's lawn.
Yeah, my mom's
destroyed.
lawn was destroyed.
Because the rain fight scene... Yeah.
Again, this is shot mid-October where grass is kind of dying anyway. And we are dousing the front lawn in water.
Can we? I have to say, I love Danny's performance in this as Lucas.
He went off script, but it did an amazing job.
He went off script, but it was comedic. Because like in real life, when friends get into fights, they really don't want to hurt each other.
No, yeah.
But you're just you know. Dean and Lucas are essentially our friends.
Yeah.
But they're fighting, and
Yeah, Dean has nothing against Lucas at this point. He doesn't even know what's going on.
Okay, so in real life, Danny, he's getting soaked. and he got pneumonia from this.
I know. We're sorry, Danny.
And this was the last thing he shot with us, and we never saw him after.
We took him. That's the premiere. He was dying for years.
He stopped talking to us.
He came to the premiere though, and he was super happy and proud of himself.
He shot it. He was a trooper.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He spent 2 hours getting soaked.
Yeah.
The next time I saw him was he showed up at Tower, and he told me that. I was like, dude, I haven't seen you. We've been trying to call him.
It's like, yes, I hate
to shoot. And he's like, he showed up at Tower Records when I was working, and he's like, hey. And he's like, yeah, I was sick for 6 weeks. I just recovered.
So again, the grass was so torn up, and he took some of the grass and mud and put it in Dean's face, and.
But I feel bad, yeah. So Danny got sick from this, and we had to rewrite the movie because you never see Danny again. You never see Lucas again until the end of the movie.
Very end, yeah.
But we shot that. Luckily, we shot that earlier.
Yes.
Otherwise, we would have been screwed.
Exactly.
But yeah, Lucas disappears with
Here's one of my
half an hour, 45 minutes left in the movie.
This is one of my favorite shots. This was kind of a last minute thing where I was like, Scott should come out. He should try to break it up and get hit. He should get hurt worse than either of the two combatants.
That was supposed to break up the seriousness, and some people laugh at that, and some people are like, "This is it's supposed to be funny."
Either reaction is great to me. I think.
No one takes your stupid band seriously.
I tried to get Barry to be tougher in this, but she's really a girl's girl. I wanted her to beat the guys up and break them apart. But.
See, Danny had so much trouble. There's so many great outtakes where it's after the initial "fuck you, Bischoff," and he would just screw up.
Anyhow, then he say something like "anyhow."
He does screw up some anyhow. He does.
Who says anyhow?
Yeah, he just.
Why don't you go
some other how? Is what he says. Some other how.
No, he says anyhow.
Yeah. You'll screw up some other how.
I sat on a bridge for 2 hours just to get that sunset.
So this was shot in another of Josh's rooms after he moved.
Yeah.
And he was in a basement room.
Mike was really sick at this. He had dental surgery.
Yes. And who do we have here?
Oh.
But Paul T. Lano, the composer of this fine film, as we record commentary.
Paul, you want to say something? We're recording commentary.
You're doing this is your 5 more.
So my roommate and composer of the movie, Paul T. Lano, just arrived home, and he's like, "What the hell's going on?"
You see Dean in the throes of his emo depression,
and he was really sick. Yeah. So I was like, "Use it, Mike."
Perfect, Mike. Yeah.
So we're back at the
Shipwreck Diner
in Northport. I keep forgetting.
And this is Pete Bune's voice cameo.
Oh, you hear me in the background being a dick. Me and Justin Hertz, who was from Slacker TV. We actually shot us. Saying this stuff, but I thought it was funnier just to have us off camera.
Yeah, originally these were supposed to be the jerks who beat up Scott's character, which was a whole big plot point in the film.
Oh yeah,
that went away.
Scott, hey Paul.
Hey Paul. Hey.
Hey.
You come out, record with us.
There's a lot of extra beer in the fridge if you guys.
See, Paul brings beer. He's a great composer and a bartender apparently. It's phenomenal.
We had problems with Mike's hair. You see Mike wear the Yankee hat a lot, because he had the longest hair. And he wouldn't cut it, so we just had to tuck it into his hat.
And here's a fundamental lesson about no-budget filmmaking or low-budget filmmaking. 2-3 characters at the most. We decided to have 12, 13, 14 characters and who are non-actors, not getting paid, and you try to get a shoot where they're all together, and one of them shows up 10 pounds heavier or longer hair, and you can't do anything about it. You'd be like, okay, when's the next time everybody can shoot? Oh, what, 8 months later? Fine.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason the production took so long.
But, that, at the end that doesn't bother me. What I really care about is commitment. Everyone involved was committed all the way. There's a we were lucky. Everyone made it. Yeah, we were very lucky. Everyone.
And they don't.
I was just saying that Danny quit on us. But we shot enough with him.
Yeah.
We didn't see him until
Max disappeared on us too. Our editor disappeared. That was that's another story. It's post production. But we got him back, and he did a great job.
I don't know if people know this, but it took us 8 years. We started shooting in 2002.
Released it January 10th, 2010.
2010 was
our
released.
premiere. I mean, we had a rough cut though. Our rough cut was December 2005.
2005
actually is my first winter at the Cinema Arts Center.
Oh, we screened it to a bunch of friends. But our Brooklyn test
was,
screening,
June 2006,
where the Souls showed up and the World Inferno showed up, right?
Yeah, World Inferno Friendship Society. Friends Nikolai was there.
Friends Nikolai was there.
Yeah, dude was there.
Did he watch it?
They all showed up for the last 20 minutes, where you guys are right now, probably. All right, so what's about to come up was meant to be. This is meant to be an outtake with Sean. I remember I was logging all the footage, and I said, I was like, look, he screws up, but it's so funny and it's so well done that we should just leave it in for the final cut, and we did.
Yeah.
And
this is one of the few scenes I shot with 2 cameras. That's why it flows really well between Talia and the two guys. So that's why Jake wanted to keep the flub at the end.
Yeah, this flub is so funny, and what's great is that
to us
he makes it right here. Right here.
Might be just what the thing you need.
And as you see, he's laughing because he realizes he screwed up right here. And when he says shit right here, it's because he knew he screwed up. He thought he blew the take, and he did, but we kept it. And I'm proud that we kept it.
You see, like, Scott's rolling his cigarettes?
Yeah.
Like, so that's like a thing that I told, like, Sean to do.
It's like Angelo, our buddy.
Yeah,
Angelo.
I based his character a lot on Paul.
Yeah.
Paul and our friend Angelo, who did the artwork.
Yeah,
and Angelo would always roll the cigarettes. So
still does.
If you notice throughout the movie, Sean learned how to roll his cigarettes just so you could do that.
And this Rob Santello, he wrote Blood Clots in the Mainstream, a book about touring with the Bouncing Souls.
Yeah, he was the Souls' original merch guy.
Merch guy, right? Yeah.
So he's actually really good in the scene. He's very natural.
You saw the marquee. There's New York Adorned. Brian Keeneland from the Bouncing Souls used to date the owner.
Yeah, it's right across from the anthology where we screened.
Second and Second. Great tattoo parlor.
We actually shot a skit with Pete and Brian from the Souls for Slacker TV, and we recreated it for the movie.
Almost word for word.
Yeah, the skit was a lot more silly and comedic.
The only thing that was missing was the tiki torches, which we wanted to do again, but they weren't present when we went to shoot it.
And when we originally shot the skit, it was actually the garden was actually really nice and groomed. And when we came back, it was like overgrown, as you could see. It was just like weeds everywhere. So, but all their dialogue was originally just all ad-libbed. So this was all them.
Yes, and then we just kind of scripted it like it's like reminding them of what they said like a year before.
The skit was ad-libbed. This part was like, oh, can you guys do it again? Like a year later.
They're so adorable. They're just like 2 punk rock schlubs.
Yeah.
Who just like, we like to garden. Some were humble.
That BMX Mafia bike, the BMX Mafia t-shirt, Wu-Tang shirt, was my t-shirt that Brian gave me. And so I'm like, oh, let's put it on.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang. Mike's like obsessed with Wu-Tang. So the blood grass goes here stuff. That's all their ad lib. Yeah. Stop saying that.
Very Princess Bride.
There's people quoting that now. Like I found like on Twitter and Tumblr people quoting Bloodgrass goes here.
So Brian is a tattoo artist now.
But back then he wasn't.
Yeah, this is him. He's faking it. He's not really tattooing.
There's no needle.
He has no idea how to do it. He doesn't know what he's doing. This is based on things he's seen.
Yeah.
And now he does this all the time.
It's so funny. He was like totally like game. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. And this scene is an homage to American Graffiti, the Wolfgang.
Yes.
The Wolf. Yeah. What's his name?
Putney Swope?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking Putney Swope. It's a different movie.
American Graffiti, the George Lucas movie. The DJ scene, and he's like, "Hey,
Wolfman Jack."
Wolfman Jack. Wolfman Jack.
Swope, what am I saying?
There's a scene where he's like, "Hey, you want a popsicle?" Yeah. So I was like, "Hey," and I told her, "Hey, just say this." You know.
This is the real wall they're looking at, where it's like the Bouncing Souls and all their.
There was no script for this for Pete and Talia here. I just said flirt.
Yeah.
And then so they're making up all their own shit. They're ad-libbing here.
So Pete Steinkopf, he name drops. That's his flirting technique.
Yeah, his flirting technique is to brag about his friends. Hey,
Barry was like, he's really cute. Like,
yeah,
we know.
Yeah, Pete.
Just kidding, I'm a man's man. So Brian, even before Lost came out, was a really big fan of the Dharma Initiative. As you can see from his inner arm. He works for the Dharma Initiative.
I think they're embarrassed of their acting, but I think they're really funny.
I think they did great in the scene. Yeah, Brian's great.
I think Brian really wanted to make it a lot more sillier. Yeah, he wanted to be.
It was great. So we shot this at the downtown, which was so much fun. This was a great shoot. We got to book it. Kate Hiltz made sure. Kate is great, Hiltz.
Yeah.
Made sure this happened at the downtown for us, and every step of the way, this day could not have gone smoother. This was so much fun. Like, we got to have fun while we were shooting some of the key scenes.
Yeah, Jake and I actually booked a Bouncing Souls show.
Yeah.
For our movie.
And we had so many great bands. I mean, we had tons of bands playing. Explosion played, Let It Burn, Loved Ones, one of their first shows. Loved Ones, one of their first shows. And this is our friend Ren, crowd surfing there. I'm glad he made it into the film.
Ronaldo.
Downtown, this is now a Croxley's Ale House. Great place, but still not the
some
same.
people who pay attention to the location are like, so they went into the city and then back into Long Island for the Valentine's Soul show?
It's like, yeah, why not?
Why not?
They wanted to go where they got tattooed. And
Greg did this. He didn't know it was our camera.
this is very meta, by the way.
Yeah, so Greg actually grabbed our camera, and I'm like, oh my god, and now it's actually in the movie.
It's crazy. This is such like a filmmaking faux pas to like. It's almost like, well, why are we using that footage? How do we get that? But it's so awesome. You can't not use it. It's like his perspective, and it's showing the idea of why do people like to perform? Why do people like to have shows? And it's like, this is what Greg Antonito sees when he's a frontman from Bouncing Souls.
Not a lot of people get to see that. And I remember at this show, Greg actually calls us out. He's like, guys, he's like, the Slack Packs here are shooting for their movie Freaks, Nerds, and Romantics.
Yeah,
we had to cut like a teaser trailer that they showed. He's like, I missed it. I really wanted to see it.
Yeah,
and he's like, this is dedicated to the Slack Pack. And they played Freaks, Nerds, and Romantics, and I was like, off stage, like I was like, I was crying.
Yeah,
I was like,
it
oh
was
my
great.
god.
It was great. Is after we had our Brooklyn premiere, the day after, Yumi and Matt Orphan, went down to Philly to see them play with Ted Leo.
Oh, in Philly.
And he said
they did the same thing.
He said, we saw this great movie last night called The Freaks, Nerds, Romantics. The guys are here. You guys should all see it when it comes out.
And
it's
really,
beautiful.
it means a lot to us.
All right, so this
it
scene,
was so hard to. It's really so hard to put this together.
So if we ever get a chance to like really CGI it, we're gonna replace Sean's shirt with something less ridiculous.
I don't see what's wrong with it.
It's just Sean looks different in this scene than he does in every.
But no,
other
we
scene.
came up with a reason. As he changes as the movie goes on,
right,
and so that's why his appearance is so drastically
That's
different.
right. He becomes a '70s camp counselor.
He looks like a freaking like hipster nerd.
It's true. So what's nice about this is my basement. I mean, we made it more of a mess for the scene, but it was
always this messy.
Right. It was never that messy. We made it more of a mess, but my basement got cleaned as a result of having to have this very nice
Put this
scene.
show together. So here's another instance where we needed extras, and a shitload of people showed up, which was kind of cool.
It was my sister's 18th birthday too.
Oh really?
We shot this. Yeah.
Did not know that.
She was home from her first semester at college.
So look at all these people. They're just
like-
extras. And I was like, what? 50 people there?
And this nipple piercing really happened.
For real.
I didn't know about it till last minute. Pete's
Yeah.
like, by the way, this is going to happen in your basement.
That was impromptu, not planned.
And totally illegal, by the
Those
way.
two people, the piercer and the one getting pierced, were my coworkers at Tower.
Right.
They trained me at Tower. That's how I knew them. And this van scene was like the fifth time
we shot it. And so I remember
fourth or fifth time we rewrote it. We kept shooting it because it just didn't work.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this. Is my favorite scene in the entire film. It was the last thing I wrote, and I came and we were getting ready to shoot it. I'm like, Pete, I want to do it. I don't think we're ready. And Pete was just like not letting me get away with like not having it done. Pete was like, write it right now. Just tell me and I'll dictate. And we did, and then we shot it an hour later, and it came out perfect. And this is the scene that
We
makes
kept
people...
trying. We needed like a moment where they this is their breakup scene.
And what's
as a
nice is
band.
like whenever we meet people in like who's been in a band,
Yeah.
this is the scene where they cry or they tell us they cried.
Yeah, like grown men.
Grown men,
40-year-old
men,
yeah.
tattooed, muscular people who
We
are in
went-
bands that you guys probably know have told us that they have cried.
At this
At
is
this
a
scene.
we had a test screening in San Diego.
Yeah.
And people we never met. A lot of like San Diego has a big punk ska scene, and a lot of them showed up there, and they were just like, "Dude, I was crying."
Yeah, this is their Oscar clip right here. This is
And the reason that it's shot so close up, not only because it's dramatic, it's because like everyone got really fat. This is near the end of. This might be the last thing we shot.
This was the last thing we shot.
This is the very last
Yeah.
thing we shot for the movie.
Yeah, everybody's big. Like
And everyone went from 25 years old to 35 years old.
exactly. They aged a decade in 5 years because of the experience of making
They
this.
aged a decade in an hour and a half.
The hairlines have receded. And crazy.
No, but it works for the movie. It's very
well.
it's very dramatic.
And at this point, they went through their quarter life crises in real life.
Yeah.
At this point, so they knew how to.
When I started writing this, at first it was like, this is what I assumed a quarter life crisis is, and then I went through it. And here's like the King of Comedy thing I was talking about. It goes back. This was Jake's idea. It was a great idea to go back to it.
Like, oh, I remember that scene. We had like other ideas like this. We had this whole scene where Dean decides to break probation after Scott gets beat up.
Oh my god, that was a
and
really
they go
good
on
scene.
tour.
And we shot it
And
too.
It was we shot everything but them actually going on tour.
Yeah.
and where like there's like a romance and there's a sex scene and it's awesome. And if we ever get to make a TV show out of
it's Dean telling Talia how he broke his probation,
went on tour for a weekend, and they had a great time. They just went
met
looking
these
for
girls,
shows.
and that kind of happened in real life too.
It did kind of happen.
It did
in real
happen.
life.
They well, I'm not going to say who did what.
Yeah, but it's there's some real video that's out of this. But yeah, it's
and Sean is he's great in this scene, and he was really nervous about shooting this scene because he had a big monologue here,
Yeah.
and he did it.
Remembered, yeah.
And he did it like in 2 takes.
it was tough, you know.
And he was like really. I mean, he came to me. He's like, "Oh, I want to do really well."
Yeah, it's emotionally exhausting. Like a scene like this.
You know, this isn't stuff we do. We usually do sketches. We're usually dressed as the monsters. So this scene here, like, this
It's like
makes
Kiss
me
with
wish
the makeup off.
this makes me wish that he did more drama.
Again, you casting
It's-
directors
and,
out
like,
there, just hire Sean.
He can't watch this scene. Like when we have screenings, he like leaves. He leaves.
He
the
does
room.
leave, yeah. That's crazy.
So I mean, I get it. I
remember
I
during-
wouldn't be able to like on a big screen. I would not be able to look at myself.
Like during our big premiere in 2010, you know, we were showing it at the Cinema Arts Center. We had like a packed crowd, almost 300 people, and Pete and I were playing with Matt Orphan's baby. Like we were just like passing the baby back and forth because like we'd seen the movie a billion times. Like let's play with the baby.
Yeah.
And Sean just had to like rush past us, almost knock the baby out of my hands. So.
Sean didn't even go in. He only came in for the Q&A.
Oh really? I think he walked. He definitely walked out.
He
though,
stayed
past me.
outside.
Really?
The whole time. He said he couldn't watch it. And Jamie, it was Jamie's 30th birthday.
All right.
And she came out crying.
We had an awesome Q&A for this though.
We did. I wish someone taped it.
We have like a weird Ustream version of it,
Yeah.
but it's not like it's bad quality.
I see crops.
And
no big success or anything. But
when
he's got his own
yeah,
place.
by this point we've shot a majority of the movie. This is the last thing we shot, and like we're, you know, as the screenplay writers, we had to everything finally fit like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Like he brought in the crops thing, and it just makes sense, and it feels good when like it's almost like, oh my god, everything fits in.
Yeah, everything was like, okay, did we have any plot holes? Did everything made sense? Cool. All right, good. Now we can end the story.
Just to remind you, we did write like 190 pages.
Yes.
And we had to cut out
so much.
100 pages.
Basically, yeah.
So
I mean, this film clocks in an hour and 47 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's slightly above average for a feature film. You know, again, we would have had 3.5 hour, 4 hour movie, which would
it's
be
about average.
acceptable.
It's about average. Yeah.
About average, yeah.
She says it's normal.
Yeah, it's a good size.
It's a good size for a movie.
Oh. Yeah, it's sad.
I'm glad. You know, part of me like wishes like I was in the movie a little bit. 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone I know, all my friends, they're even like in the kickball scene. I wish I was in the kickball.
Yeah,
scene.
I show up like drinking a beer. I have like
you show up,
all these
drink-
different weird
you-
hairstyles
you-
and facial hairstyles.
You puke. You're in the back. I'm not in the scene. You only hear my voice. I wish I was
so
there.
bald now. I'm so bald now. It's ridiculous.
We're all bald now.
Oh man, we broke
This
my
is-
banister at the end of this night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So John Stamos' project he saw play
Okay.
earlier. That's them in the background right there. So this is Conspire's last hurrah.
But nobody knows that.
Nobody
except,
knows it, just
except
us.
Dean and Scott.
It was great getting all these extras to just show up at
Oh,
my house.
I just have to say, like,
sure.
right before this scene was shot, I wanted like Mike to have a speech, and I literally wrote his speech on the back of a pizza box.
Yes, I remember that.
The whole thing about community,
Uh-huh.
which is like
In
a lot
front
of people tell me like this is their favorite speech in the movie, and I literally like I have an idea, and it was something based on what Jeff Tiu said at like the Backup Plan 48 in the Basement CD release. He said something like this, and it stuck with me for like and years later. I was like, oh my god! And I wrote it on the back of a pizza box, and I gave it to Mike, and Mike's like, I have to do this now. He's like, we're gonna shoot in like an hour. Let's learn this, and he did. He nailed it.
This was like November 30th, 2002. We shot this. This is one of the first things we shot,
Yeah, this is one of the first.
and
very
you,
first things.
right after the last thing we shot, which
Yeah.
was just amazing.
So you kind of see how different they look. You know?
Yeah, Mike de-aged and and lost 20 pounds between this last scene and this scene.
I remember the original song that was used here was Wilco from Yankee Hotel Foxtrot,
Yes.
and it was edited to like one of the last Wilco songs in that album.
Which is an amazing album, by the way.
And I think it was I was like, I told Paul like, yeah, I need something that has this feeling. You know, this part makes me sad. This little dissolve.
Also,
here.
one of the very first.
This is one of the first things.
This is like this
first scripted things.
We shot this the same night, right after we shot the bottle breaking scene, or maybe right before. It was the same exact night, you know, same spot, and she even references it right now. There we go. Last time we were here 5 minutes ago when we shot the scene.
It seems like like in movie time. It seems like forever.
Of course it does, but that's movie magic.
So this is like one of the first scripted scenes we shot, and I remember Matt Roran got off work and he pulled just to watch.
Yeah,
and he was burst out crying at the end of the scene.
Oh,
I was like, it's the end of the movie. He's like, I can't wait to see it 10 years from now.
Oh man! And Sean climbed up into a tree
to light it.
To light that light. He did such a good job with that. But I remember at one point when some of the leaves started smoking, we were worried there was going to be a tree on fire.
Barry's wearing a really cute Bouncing Souls shirt here.
Yeah, I missed that shirt. They should go back to that design. Everything they did, like after
it's like the butterfly papillon.
Yeah, after I spent my summer vacation, all those T-shirts were like the best T-shirts they ever came out with. I think.
At this point, Dean and Talia in the original script were supposed to be getting together here.
Yeah. Which I mean, they might.
Maybe they did.
They did.
'Cause they go on tour together.
Did they? I mean, you'd have to pry it out of us again, buy us drinks, and we'll tell you if they actually get together.
Well, the characters that they're based on, they didn't get together in real life.
Yeah.
So. But they have a good. I like their friendship together.
I do too.
Yeah, I think it's better. It's stronger.
It is stronger.
Because if they did date,
yeah,
they would have broken up and they wouldn't be friends anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's very end of the Wonder Years.
Where you find totally is.
Yeah, where you find out what happened to Kevin and Winnie, and you're like, what? She married somebody else?
No, he married somebody else.
Well, they both married somebody else.
She comes back from art school
and meets his
wife and kid. Oh. Wonder Years. Have you watched it on Netflix? They changed the opening credits. They changed the opening theme.
They couldn't get the rights to Joe Cocker?
I don't know. It's weird. I was trying to watch it before, and I was like, I can't. This throws me off.
Wonder Years Netflix, no good. This was fun to shoot. We shot this right before I was still working at Tower, so I missed this. But when we shot this right before we shot when I puked on Mike's crotch.
Did we?
Yeah. So that we couldn't get Lindsay, who plays the drummer, so we
Josh's girlfriend. Had
at the time had to wear a hoodie and disguise her face.
Yeah.
So it's great. So now,
what Mike's saying here is, have you seen Scott? Nope. Okay. Yeah. I'll see you later.
This is very much like Luke Skywalker when he's hoping Han Solo
shows up.
Yeah, shows up, and I mean Han Solo does.
But. We always say that Path and Matt Orphan are the R2D2 and C-3PO
of the film. This is actually based on a shot from the Bouncing Souls documentary, Do You Remember? Where as they're leaving, Timmy Chunks is running after the van and waving. And yeah, Bouncing Souls, obviously a huge influence on this film. We can't understate that.
And we're back.
Can't overstate that, right?
We're back at the downtown. This is like
the final shot. Where are they now? Shot the reunion.
And there's Lucas. Haven't seen him in like half an hour. He's back.
Yeah.
He's with Reese. It looks like they're dating now.
But he's miserable.
Fine.
It's not.
Yeah, he looks pissed off. It looks like they're together, doesn't it? It looks like Lucy and Scott are together.
But they're not.
No.
Mike now coaches the Bad News Bears. Dean Bischoff.
See, we let Mike let his hair down.
He's like, I got this great idea for a show called The Jersey Shore. I think it'll make a lot of money. I've half popped my collar. And so
The scene's so sad.
So basically, in the movie, Dean becomes a douchebag. Sorry.
No, well, it's supposed to be the first time that they're seeing each other since they got back from California.
I wrote this ending monologue, and it's a little flowery. You know, I don't think the 31-year-old me, or even 25-year-old me would have written this, but it's cute. I don't cringe that much when I hear it.
I like how it ends because it's not really like a happy ending, and it's not a sad ending.
It's bittersweet.
It's bittersweet, and it's very, very open-ended, and you don't know what happens to everyone.
But the point is, again, the point
is that they're all together.
They're still friends. That they can go their separate ways, and it doesn't mean that they're not validating each other's contributions and their.
And then this very last shot, it's almost like the record is over.
Right.
You know, boop, it's the end of the album.
Television.
It's the end of the album. Just kind of like that. Just kind of like a Hopeless Romantic.
Yes.
You hear the record scratch at the end.
And again, memory of Jared Morris, BBJ.
And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching Freaks Nerds.
Yeah.
There's still video at the end. We cut this.
Yeah, we shot that in Eastport. That was one of the very first things we shot.
The thing is, though, you see the original cast.
Yes.
This is, you see the original cast.
You see the original Lucas.
Original Reese.
The original Reese, yeah. The original Megan, played by Dot, who played just Dot.
Yeah.
She was our wardrobe designer, ended up doing a lot of that for us.
And then this is supposed to be them on tour. And Sean couldn't find us. Sean was at work and he couldn't find us. He kept driving forever, so you don't see Scott in the tour footage anywhere.
He's cursing like on the phone, the speakerphone with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like, this is the original.
Yeah.
Cast. So people wearing my Hawaiian shirts. I used to have an impressive collection of Hawaiian shirts.
See, I like Talia's wardrobe here. It's really good too. So we just went out east in Long Island and made it look like
tour.
Made it look like they're traveling across the country because like every place looks like every other place.
Yes. Where you live isn't special, okay?
Yeah.
If you think it is, you're just too young and you haven't been anywhere. Just get over it, kid. Just saying.
Oh, I just want to say, because we forgot him in the end credits, Matty Lupinacci. Thank you, Matty Lupinacci.
Yes.
Who was the bass player 48 in the Basement.
Yes.
His life, we based part of his life in this movie.
Yeah.
And I forgot to put him in the end credits. So, Matty, you'll never hear this, but know that somewhere in the world, you are thanked.
Also, the directors of Cinema Arts Center, the late great Vic Skolnick, his wife Charlotte Skye, and
they're in the credits.
Dylan Skolnick. No, they're in the credits, but they provided like spiritual supports on this, and also
actually Vic kept telling me, you got to move on and work on something else.
Well, that gave us permission to that gave us we got to finish this. Also, we got free shoes from Puma.
We did.
Pretty sweet. That was great.
Puma actually sponsored.
We bullshitted this is a real movie, and it wasn't. But we got really good, awesome shoes out of it. We got to go to the Soho store and pick out anything.
I didn't get shoes.
I got shoes.
They
gave us 9 pairs, and you were like, okay.
And I just gave it to the actors.
I bought those bright red shoes and
signed the freaks, nerds, and romantics.
And then
if you're still listening, you could hear
Greg Antonino play adorable version of Say Anything.
No, it's Sick of It All.
Sick of It All. They're good looking out, right?
This is Greg and Shanti doing a ukulele version of the Sick of It All song, Good Looking Out.
This is adorable.
Well, Jake, that was fun walking down memory lane.
I hope you guys had fun too. I mean, there's so many other stories about this. We'll post it on our Tumblr. What's our Tumblr page for this?
Freaks Nerds Movie? Or freaks at tumblr.com, I think.
Yeah, check it out. We post in there all the time, like original art, abandoned stuff. I mean,
Jake will blog or post.
We even made like a comic book that we started my sister started drawing that I have some sketches of and some original script pages. Which actually some of the script pages turned into some of the monologues that were in this.
So I was thinking of talking to the other actors, and maybe we'll make this like a SoundCloud thing where we just...
Right, absolutely. I mean, originally, if we could go back and do this as a TV show, we'd love to have this start mid '90s, Kurt Cobain's death, going into the end of grunge.
What they were like before the end.
Yeah,
this
would
the
be
end
a
of the
series
story.
finale for a show that never existed.
All right, this is the end.
All right, well, goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for stopping. Bye.
And the Slack Pack logo again. That's not the sound.
I'm just impressed that Pete finally used his new recorder that he got a year and a half ago.
I know, right?
Thanks, Paul.
Let's just use it. Bye.